It's not gonna work. Wow, that's fine. Okay, yeah, we should be live now. So,
Cool.
bada bing, bada boom. Let's just let the people know in the disco. Let the people know what's going on.
Get the people going.
For the people on YouTube, if you're okay with this going on the permanent record.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. This is I am Offbeat Hero, as everyone probably already knows, because I'm a big famous streamer now. But we also have the even more famous Death and Catmix, the man, the absolute legend, innovator of deck lists since before many people were even born.
That's right. I invented Death and Taxes.
You invented it. I mean,
Right,
I didn't even know that. So it shows so much time about my D&T history.
Yeah, no, no, I'm just a very, very enthusiastic Taxes player, and I play as often as I can.
Yeah.
Which tends to be more than enough.
Yeah, I mean you're constantly putting up 5-0s, or I guess in your case a lot of 4-1s lately, but still a very respectable amount of 5-0s in there.
Yeah, I still have I have an 80% win rate this season. I put a couple 5-0s up on the scoreboard. Sometimes they're not on my account, when I co-stream and stuff like that. But also, I spent a lot of time doing the drafts this last couple of months.
Okay.
So I'm just getting back to really putting Modern on the forefront.
Right.
But yeah, I would say this is a very, very healthy, very open metagame, especially for D&T right now.
Yeah, I definitely found that. Some people like to say that like Modern's busted, and people are complaining about like Uro and feel like the dead and whatnot. And like, yes, those are annoying cards, but I mean, it's not anything so egregious that everyone hates their time playing Modern.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, there's always going to be a problematic card.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, when it starts to push out other problems, it's like really hard for me to be mad about it. Like, I think the presence of a lot of these decks have like shoved things like Tron and stuff out of the way, and like Jund, like those decks tend to be more like the unfun games. Like, while losing to Omnath is super backbreaking, like I wouldn't say that matchup's as unfun as it is to just get Liliana out of a game or something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely fair. There's definitely like more games where your decisions do matter, as opposed to like you're just getting like turn 3 Karn and then it's just game over. And you're like, all right, well, we'll go to the next one. Which is funny though, even in light of the new like oops all spells or like oops all like lands deck or whatever, right? Where they're going like Charbelcher or that like Dredge plan, whatever it is, it's like a new variant of the like oops I win the game kind of thing before you do anything. But at least D&T has a pretty good matchup against those kind of decks just because of how they're built.
I actually don't hate those types of decks either, because I think the idea that they are glass cannons, like, hand disruption really punishes them.
Yeah.
Like you said, D&T, like ghost quartering and stuff like that is still effective. So, there is still enough cards in the metagame that can really get them. Force of Negation is still really popular.
Mm-hmm.
Teferi bouncing stuff, and then just a plethora of things that come out of people's boards really do keep that deck honest, so to speak.
Yeah, there's a very strong plethora of like hate cards that do keep a lot of these decks like in check, so they don't just like run rampant.
Yeah.
All right, well this is a extra special featurette because we're gonna be building a brand new 75 right here. Just really see like what works, what doesn't. Because sometimes you just gotta like start from the beginning to kind of break out of those old like habits that sometimes you just build a deck because it's what you're used to. Sometimes you gotta like take a step back and really take it up from the like ground up. So I've been leaning more towards those like micro splashes. You had theorized this initially in the early days of like Zendikar leaks with the like dual face lands. I've only tested the black splash and the green one. The black one felt not great, honestly. I didn't really like the black sideboard cards, but green felt alright.
What were you using out of green?
So out of green, my last list here was something like this. So the green cards, we had the spicy one of Guys Blessing for Mill, which never came in, but this is probably a cut now. But having access to Oof is fun. as well as Voice of Resurgence and Get a Key. These are my green cards.
Okay. So just like I played a lot in this last week. I was actually playing with Spider last night, prepping for the challenge that he was in this morning.
Yeah.
And the thing that I would say about the current metagame is that it's very much favored for D&T, except for probably the Red Prowess-esque decks.
Yeah.
I would say, like, this probably isn't a metagame where Gaddock or Collector Oof do a ton of work. I would say those Voice of Resurgences are very, very on brand for how to address this format, though.
Yeah.
I like the concept of bringing, like, that or, like, Lingering Souls in if I was going to do a Micro Splash. Because, yeah, Mono White doesn't really have anything. Although I am coming around to... what is it called? History of Benalia.
Okay, interesting.
I think so. Like I haven't committed to it yet, but I was like, against a lot of the problematic matchups, if you can slam History of Benalia and then play like 2 halls of Heliod's Generosity and loop them off the top of your library,
right?
Probably a better version of Luris. I just haven't actually done games with it or not yet, but.
Okay, I mean, we can, like, experiment with that idea if you want. We can go like...
You want to go there? You want to do that today?
Yeah, why not? Let's just go wild here.
All right.
Try some weird shit.
Yeah, I think we want to just start with the basic core of Mono White. So, our Vials, our Givers, Wisp, the whole
start with the regular sauce.
Yeah.
Arbiter. Vial. Yeah, this is kind of how I build a lot of my D&T decks as well. I'm like, okay, put in Thalia, put in Arbor, put in Ghost Quarter. That kind of nonsense. Put in Giver Runes. Giver Runes is always good. Path to Exile is nice. Yeah, I'll say that this is kind of like the core, like, D&T deck to start with.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we got our new Skyclave boy.
Skyclavey, yeah.
I do like Skyclave. I feel like I can't leave home without this card now because it answers so many just like problem permanents that before.
That's right.
Like, man, every time I eat like a bridge or a Karn, I just like feel so good inside. I'm like, oh my god, this is the best card ever. I'm never turning back. Like, holy shit. Do you think this is still going to be a Stoneforge deck?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm honestly not even sure that we can actually play the like not even necessarily the History of Benalias, but we might not be able to play Hall out of this deck just because like we won't have anything in the main deck, and then it's just affecting our mana beats in game 1. But
yeah,
we can at least go through the thought process together, and I would show you like how I would justify coming back to the Hall.
Yeah, I probably want some number of Wisp.
Oh yeah, we definitely want the Wisp.
There it is. And we do want our new Archon boy.
Yeah.
Too good here. We'll put in the 3 for now. That's kind of the main deck here.
Yeah. So I think we should definitely have like 1 or 2 Field of Ruins. I'm coming down off a Field. It's like not my favorite card.
I'm also pretty soft on Field these days, just because like I don't know. I feel like it doesn't do enough against the decks that you want the like multiple Ghost Quarter effects for. But some people swear by it, so we'll try 2 here.
Yeah, and then I think we just curve out on like planes and canopies.
At least Horizon Canopies in here.
I don't think you want all 4, but I'll leave like in my world. I think that
we'll try 3.
I'm coming down to 2, just because the format is really aggressive and the pain of being hit by these things like clumped up in your hand is awful. I'm also going to suggest that you split 6 planes with a different art because I do think there's.
Sure, you just dump in like all of these snow-covered ones.
Yeah.
Half snow-covered, half regular.
Yeah. It's addressing what I believe to be a bug inside of MTGO, but whatever.
Yeah. So this is the kind of main deck people have been running. Now, I'm honestly not a fan of the like 22 lands. I like 23 lands better.
Yeah, cut out Archon.
But I'm more on the cut a Wisp train.
Ooh,
I love Archon.
I love Archon too, but I don't think the Wisp is the first cut. But I mean, whatever. Look, we're here to. This is your channel, dude.
This is my show.
Yeah. So yeah, let's do it then.
All right, sure. We'll cut the one Wisp as blasphemous as it is.
I think if you're gonna do the 23rd land, then you could put a canopy back.
Yeah, put one more.
Yeah.
Like that.
So
looking pretty mono white here. We're not doing any kind of splash here right now.
Well, that's what I was going to kind of like argue with you about for a second.
Sure.
What's the difference between us testing this the history of Benalia versus just playing like lingering souls out of the board? Like, what is the upside on both cards?
So Benalia being a permanent, I mean, it's got the like cute loop with the Hall of Heliod, but I mean, is that good? How much does that cost? Like 2 mana or something?
To put it to bounce it.
Yeah, to like put it back on top or whatever.
Basically, ancient runes for enchantments.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah, so it's 1 and a white.
Because the idea is like if we like this enough, like if we think there's enough merit to that out of the board, then you can play things like Worship, Ruined Halo, and just have redundancy. But like I don't know.
Like
I mean, I want to say I want to have
a
really good stream here, so I don't want to like get too deep in the jank tank.
Too crazy.
Yeah, but
yeah,
like, what about lingering?
Sorry,
what do you think about having lingering out of the board?
I do like Lingering Souls. I did not test that in my initial like black splash, but Lingering Souls seems relevant in the meta.
Do we want to try and do like a micro splash to get souls out of the board, and then we could play maybe some fatal pushes?
I like that. I think I can dig it.
Yeah, let's do that.
We put like 2 souls here.
I would say it's probably 3.
3?
Like maybe.
Okay.
But, like it's.
We'll put 3 here for now. I want my bird contenders. For sure.
If we're gonna do this, we will have to fix the mana base, but
yeah.
So in my experience, I think the metagame is pretty stacked in our favor outside of red prowess, maybe black-red prowess,
right,
and maybe like grindy Jundy style matchups. I think everything else is pretty good.
Yeah, agreed.
So I would say this though, like if we're gonna do 3, I think we should be on 3 to 4 effects like Ariok Champion or something like that, or the 4th Forge Tender.
Yeah, we could split this and go like 2 champions instead.
Okay.
You know, go like this kind of thing.
Yeah. And then I think maybe 2 Fatal Push.
Yeah, heck yeah. Fatal Push is sick. Oh, there's too many fatal cards, that's fine.
2 Fatal Push.
So the other big black cards are like Plague Engineer or like Pontiff or like Kambal.
You're going for the part of the game that I don't think we need to go for. I think we beat a lot of that stuff. I think if anything, we want stuff like Unearth or like, something out of like Kunaros. Like,
yeah, I can dig Kunaros. I can also dig Unearth. Unearth is pretty sick.
I would love to try the Unearth thing.
All right, let's try Unearth for like the grinding matchups. Probably 2 I think is fine.
Start with 3. Let's start with 3 Unearths.
3? Sure. I'm down for that. And
then I think after this, I'm trying to think about like what we still need, and it's either Kunos or like Remorseful Cleric or something like that to address graveyards.
Yeah, I don't mind Kunaros, but from my testing in like Black-White Unity, he's fine, but he does have the like Grab Trigger's Cage effect, where like it's good as long as he's around. Once he's dead, like they're back online, right?
Let's do Remorseful Cleric then.
So I do like Cleric better. Remorseful Cleric. So we could 2 or we could do 3 to round it out. And our black cards look like so.
So the cool part about this plan is like the black isn't really heavy in our plan. Like it's not not jeopardizing our gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because these being 1 mana is fine, and Unearth having cycling is also fine.
Yeah, I like that sideboard.
Yeah, this was pretty nice to me. I dig it.
I think we just need to go back and put the 4 silent clearings and then
Yeah.
the 4 pathways. And I actually don't even think we do the swamp. I don't think there's a lot of Blood
No.
Moon. And I don't think most of these cards even come in against our Blood Moon matchup.
1, 2, 3 clearing. Don't snipe us, Steez.
We need one more.
Yeah, the 4th one. And what's the black-white one called?
You could just take Pathway. They're the only cards that have that name.
Alright. The only pathways around. I believe it's white on the front.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah, the bright climb one, this one.
Is that it?
2, 3. I think the other one is dark something pathway. Yeah, grim, sorry. Grim climb pathway, yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
we cut one of these, one of these.
We'll trim them sideways, yeah.
One of these.
You don't want to get shuffled out of here.
Yeah. And one of these.
Yeah. That deck looks awesome.
There we go. So we got our effectively 8 black sources for our sideboard cards.
And like Unearth, you're not necessarily needing to do on turn 1, so that's fine. Fatal Pushes are extra paths, so you probably have time there. So yeah. And then Lingering Souls, again, obviously, like you have to cast the front half first anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Sick. Okay, let me just return some cards and rent some new ones.
Okay.
And we can get this.
While you're doing it, explain the rental service to me. I'm a old school guy. I own all my Magic cards, so I don't know how the rental service treats.
Sure. So I go to my dashboard here. I think I can show this. I don't know, but I have a loan balance of like 200 ticks or whatever, right? And I have a current orders out, so I can loan out up to this amount. And then if I want new cards, I gotta like bring cards back and then take them back out again, kind of thing.
Now, do you have to have them back by a certain time or anything like that, or like you can have them in your account as long as you want? Or?
Yeah, I can have them as long as I want. They just hang around here forever, and it's no big deal.
Interesting.
Let's figure out which one I want to bring back.
Boomer and Catmix.
Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so we have to.
Yeah, I think I bought into MTGO in 2016, and they didn't have rental services back in that time.
Right.
This is all I know.
Yeah, I think this is basically the only way to go about it if you're like brand new to MTGO. Otherwise, I mean, how do you even get into it? Like, there's so much shit you have to buy.
I justified it back then by like saying, hey, like if I was gonna buy a PlayStation or something, I have to buy the console and the games. So when I bought it, I bought like obviously my MTGO account, and then I just bought Death and Taxes, and then I gave myself like 50 ticks on my account to work with.
Right.
I did a lot of tournament practice in the very beginning, just like learning how to play on the client. Learning how to maintain control and stuff like that.
Yeah. Alright, so I've returned some of my cards. I'm going to buy the new ones. What are we missing from this saucy deck list? So we need Bright Climb Pathway. So what are you doing today while I'm like dicking around over here?
Say it again, sorry.
What were you doing today? What was your day like?
I played some leagues this morning. Went and picked up some lunch. Went to this place called Freddy. I don't know if you have those in Canada. It's like a steak burger joint place.
Okay.
Did some errands around the house. Dude, I took a bath. I don't know if I feel like most grown adults take showers. I hopped in the bath today.
Look, some people just discredit what a bath feels like every once in a while, Like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Baths are sick.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. I made today like a really self-meditative kind of vibe. I watered my plants in my side yard. Yeah,
Nice.
Old plants.
Oh my god. I went to a baby shower.
Oh,
So
that sounds great.
there was a brand new baby there.
Wow.
And yeah, it's fine. It's just chill or whatever. Yeah.
Was it like a family member, or was it like a?
It was a friend of mine.
Okay, yeah.
Their second child now.
Congrats. You a godparent?
No. I don't think I'm quite that close with them to be a godparent. Maybe one day though.
I'm a godparent. It's
Really?
weird. Yeah.
Do you like it?
I mean, I'm an actual parent too, so it doesn't nearly have any of the same obligation, but
Right.
knowing that you are there to
Let's return coolant to the roof.
be another responsible adult for a little small
Yeah.
person is really cool. It's also cool to like show up to things and just like be the cool adult to a kid,
The cool one.
Yeah, bring
That cool
bring the
uncle
things
or
that they
whatever.
love that they think you just naturally know, but their parents are the ones who told you. You get all this cool guy credit. What's it like being old? Uh, it's not bad actually. I mean, my old is feeling pretty good, but I drink a lot of water. Um, I'm kind of spoiled in my lifestyle. I don't know. Trocare, meanwhile, is like it hurts. I'm always tired.
Dude, it sucks.
Trocare, I think you have more kids than I can fathom, though, which is more than one. um, yeah, I think kids will definitely zap the soul and spirit out of you. But I only have one. And she's getting older, and she's a little more self sufficient.
Right.
I mean, as much as a small child can be self sufficient.
Yeah, becoming more and more of an actual human being. Like, wow, you can
Yeah.
like do things.
It is bizarre when you like realize that a kid's learning to understand the world around them because they go from like this little mushy blob to this walking little mushy blob to the person that like understands what you're saying
Right.
to this person that like says things back to you. This
Yeah.
little person who like doesn't want to do stuff, and then you're just like, whoa, like where'd you come from?
Yeah, I've heard it described as getting a dog that slowly learns how to talk.
Yeah, yeah. My dog is actually not. He's not keeping up.
He's
Expecting more out of him at
slacking.
this point. He's 5. He doesn't take himself out to the pee and poop. Disappointed.
Wow. Dogs
Has
these
to,
days, I tell you.
can't
Ridiculous.
open the fridge and make dinner himself.
So reliant. We're a
Super
bunch of fools.
disappointed. So
Also,
is this
I'm a poor boy. Can I borrow 2 Oreo champions from you?
I don't have Oreo.
Really? What the fuck? They're so expensive online.
Do you want me to buy them real quick?
No. Let me see if we can figure this out. Yes. Let's get the rest of these cards though.
Because I can just buy them. Because like even though I wouldn't want them, I can just sell them back to the bots later.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but if you want to go down that road, then hey, power to you.
So yeah, do you need me to do it? I can just step away and do that real quick.
Let me just check here. Make sure my loan balance is actually maxed out. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, they're like not cheap. They're like 17 ticks.
Do you want to just play something else?
Sure, let's just swap that card out for something else because unfortunately, Champ's a little for whatever reason it's like high.
I wouldn't mind it just being the BFTs, honestly.
All right. Me Fanny Pack says that he'll hook me up.
Okay. If Fanny's online, I can just hand them to you. That'd be cool.
All right, sweet. Let's do it. All right, Fanny, hook us up for one saucy league. You can add my username. It's this offbeat hero or offbeat underscore hero up in the top here. Oh, it's covered by my camera, Lamau. Here, if I just shrink this.
Sorry about
There we go.
that.
No, that's only my bad. I figured it would be like I don't know, like 5 ticks at the most.
It used to be dirt cheap. I'm not a huge fan of the Ariok champion. Like, I think that it could be really good in this metagame in this exact moment.
Yeah,
But
it is pretty niche.
yeah.
But I do like it because I feel like a lot of the games that we're bringing in Champion, we also want to bring in Souls. And I like the interaction between like creating 2-on-1s, getting 2 life, that kind of nonsense.
Yeah, I've been leaning really close to wanting to play Lingering Souls. I just, obviously it's still not great against Mono Red Prowess, but like, I think the grind part of it, like just generating bodies on repeat matters.
Yeah.
They're kind of like in that matchup, they can just be fogs, which is really important.
Yeah.
Also, they carry swords.
All right, here's the proof that we're just borrowing these, by the way. Make sure to run off with some free Oreo champions, Lamau. sucker. Got him. All right, now we will go up to this first question. All right, Beauty, we have our deck now. Behold, we'll call this gray taxes because it's only a little black.
This is lingering taxes, dude. What are you talking about?
Lingering? You don't call it lingering taxes?
You got the creator of lingering taxes
All
on
right.
stream.
I don't want to sully your good name, you know.
Jeez, man, no respect.
I know, brutal. Okay, here's a list. Would have been good. Boom.
This looks fun.
I agree. I'm digging. This is better than my first attempt to have black white. I think it was because I was focusing my sideboard too closely to like black white ENT, which I think is not correct.
Yeah. This deck swings on a way different axis.
Yeah. Now let's just update our.
I think sometimes like it's really important to understand what your deck is missing. Like we're fine against combo, we're decent against control. I think it's aggressive matchups that are a problem for us. So like the black support we're getting here is the help with that. Like we can our main deck can manage everything else.
Here, while I'm doing this, we can actually just queue for a league here.
All right.
Time to go. Time to see how bad my plays actually are in the face of a master.
I mean, I'm not that great. I'm okay, but I've only gotten the elusive 5-0, I think, twice in the last month. I'm no Parrot. Who else is up there? Is Metcalf up there? Yeah, I'm no Metcalf.
Yeah, Spider's up here at 5, dude. Look at that. Metcalf, yeah. Parrot there with 7. Holy.
Look at all the D&T brothers up there.
Killing it.
Yeah. And then I'm down in the pleb section.
You're down here a few pages down.
Yeah, keep scrolling.
Scrolling away. Oh boy, how far do we have to go?
Yeah, it does it by date too. So like my last 5-0 was like a week ago, so it's probably gonna be really low in the 2.
Yeah.
2-0s.
There you are. Hey, 2 at September 28th at 1:08 a.m. apparently. That's like server time or something.
Yeah. The interesting thing though is like I felt very confident with all my 4-1s. Like I was actually there's this weird thing where you can feel lucky to get to a 4-1. I was like disappointed on my 4-1s, which is really cool.
Right.
Which just means that the deck has, the idea that I'm going into this like, oh, I could have won that match is really
right. Ooh. We roll a 4. Get fucked.
So hold on. Let's stop and think about what that means when they take a mull down to 4. Or no, you said roll the 4.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, we roll the 4. We are on the play. We are taking the play here. So we have a pretty medium hand, I feel.
In the blind on the play, I think we keep it.
Me too.
If it's an aggressive deck, you have paths. If it's a combo or control deck, you have hopefully time. The only thing you probably can't beat with a hand like this is like a Oops All Spells deck.
Yeah.
But you could keep it with anything else.
Yeah, so I think it's fine. Any hand with like Vile, kind of 2-drop, like Path, I think is most of the time keepable. So we are fine here.
Fanny feels my pain over here with his win rate. my ELO right now is like 1875. I'm like, my heart could snap in half.
Yeah. So pretty natural play here. Plains Vile.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, so we predicted it. A little bit of an aggressive matchup. They don't have Luris or Obosh, so that probably means that they're on blue-red.
Okay.
They probably have the 5-mana Knucklehead.
All right.
So I think you just hide your tricks here. You do nothing, right?
Yeah, you want to just wait with Stoneforge?
Yeah, because they're definitely going to have Firebolt. They didn't mold or anything. So you want to sneak it in and try and for sure get an activation down.
Gotcha.
So you're basically going to use your life total as your blocker this time.
Great. Nice. We have 20 of that, so we can take a few here.
Fanny was saying they could also be on Bedlam Reveler. I feel like the Bedlam Reveler version is really unpopular right now.
Yeah.
But, we could find out.
All right. They're Swifty.
So let them start combat, but I think this will be interesting because they could be trying to set up a light up the stage here.
Yeah. So do we
block? What I would do is I would... There's 2 lines here. You could put a block into place and then force them to show a mutagenic growth.
Yeah.
And then you just get to eat it and path it. Because it's unbelievable that they don't have a second land. I can't stop to believe that.
Yeah.
So I think this is them. I think this is them trying to set up a light up the stage.
Right.
I would I would at least put the Giver into play now. I don't know if we're blocking or not yet.
Sure. I can dig that line. Let's put Giver in. Where do they do nothing? So, I mean, I think I want to block.
Okay. I don't think it's wrong either way.
So, I mean, if they try something, then at least we get to path and basically blow them out.
I like that a lot.
So we'll just block this one. So because if you want to pump something, we want to pump this.
Yeah.
All right, got gut shot. No, he does not. He got nothing. Okay,
so it is the blue red. We guessed right.
Oh, wow, Kevin, you're a fucking genius. You knew it. You called it.
Yeah.
That's a big brain. But it is blue red. That was quite the snipe there.
So
oh boy.
Yeah. So here's where it gets funky. Like if you do nothing, they're gonna most likely be able to put the Swift Spear in regard or the Stormwing. I think you just eat the Soul Scars Mage now and have Stoneforge activation ready.
All right. I mean, we have backup paths, so I don't feel too bad about that.
Yeah.
So no, we'll do this in their end step because we're good boys.
It's interesting because like, depending if we wouldn't have blocked or if we would have pathed that other creature, if we would have seen mutagenic growth. I'm just looking at how many the important part in these matchups is trying to make as many of their spells mean nothing.
Yeah.
Like if we would have gotten that extra mutagenic growth or something out of that, that would have been great. But I think they would they're going to sandbag it now because of this Stormwing.
Yeah.
You would draw land here, and then I think you pretty much win.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good land to draw as far as lands go. So we're going to chill. Fanpack does not like the path because that gives them more mana for Stormwing. But I mean, I think they're going to cast Stormwing regardless.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we actually have to play around them having the ability to Stormwing or not.
Yeah, like I feel like they're always going to have Manamorphose.
And we can protect Stoneforge pretty well here.
Yeah, so I think we can just take our beats here.
Wow. Okay. They're giving up on the Stormwing? No, they're just not playing their second land. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you actually Violin the Mystic.
Really? Putting harm's way? Well, I mean, I guess if they try to cast something, then we like protect or whatever.
Yeah, they have to activate immediately.
Yeah, I dig it. And I think we are Fire and Ice. But I mean, Maul's also tempting.
I don't know yet. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I think I like Maul actually. I don't know. Fire and Ice always feels so slow to me that I feel it feels only good against like control decks. But against these prowess decks,
you'll use more mana faster with Maul.
Yeah.
If you want to like look for a reasoning.
And I mean, flying is very relevant, especially if they have another Stormwing. So I think it's Maul.
Yeah.
I like Maul here. Now, what do you do, opponent? What's the play?
Yeah, they're probably a little tilted about seeing you grab Maul. They're probably like not sure why that's the play.
Yeah. All right, sure.
Yep.
Pew.
Yeah, so that's really good play there because then. Oh wow, they're giving
nothing.
Okay.
They actually have nothing.
So yeah, you just bring it back. Yeah.
Yeah, we just.
They gave up on. So hold on. Do we? I think we. So let's think about our deck. You put a third Archon in there, which is great.
Yeah.
You put two that we would care about, just Thalia, right? Because we're going to use all of our mana this turn, essentially, anyway.
Yeah.
I think the wild goes up to 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I mean, second Stormforge does very little. Thalia is fine. Arbor does nothing. So. Yeah, this is at 3 now for sure.
Thalia honestly gets in the way this turn too.
Yeah. All right, 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just chill. Just, like, all right, cool. Sounds good. Your go. Stormwing goes away forever. Sure.
Fanny said we could have main phase Stoneforge and put Maul on. I was scared about that because they still run Flame Slash. Like.
Yeah.
Flame Slashed out of the game.
Well, there's the Metamorphose that they wanted last turn. So they just drew that, I guess. But what do they do with their newfound mana? Play a Fiery Islet. Sure, they're flooding out. They're drawing a card. Okay.
They know they're in trouble. They have to believe you have Batterskull if you grab them all.
Right.
Interesting.
And we're at a very thick 17 life.
Wow. Okay, so this is interesting. Because you could jump man a creature and block that Sprite Dragon.
Yeah, let's see if they attack. I mean, they gotta, right? Or are they gonna wuss out? They wussed out.
So you just win here. You just Batterskull, and then next turn slam the
put Maul in.
Yeah.
And just bash them super hard. Oh, okay, they've seeded enough. It's over. Sure.
Right, interesting. So I think in this matchup, your black cards look really good. Your Ariox look really good, and the Forged Thunders look really good. I don't think we really need Lingering Souls. I mean, there's a chance, but I think we should look at sideboarding a little less dense. Like, I think Arbiters and Wisp come out in this matchup.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't like Arbiter at all here. And Wisp is just medium, but I mean, Skyclave and Archon are just way better, and Stoneforge is great, so.
I think your first four are the pro-red creatures, right?
Yeah, these ones.
And then
I mean, Push is kind of soft to Stormwing, which makes you feel sad.
I still think it's really good. I think it's the pushes in like one Unearth, and we could double check that there's nothing in the deck we want to cut, but I think that's right. I don't know.
Sometimes in these matchups when I bring in one Burnton, I like to cut a Giver.
Whoa, I wouldn't cut Giver against blue-red.
Really?
You're already going to be soft with flying after sideboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you're down to actual 3 flyers, and we're just living on pro-red as our way through.
Yeah, because I don't see really anything else that we can really cut from here. Like, the rest of this is great.
Yeah.
So it's gotta. So if it's not one Giver, then it's nothing. It's just this.
It's basically, I think, what ends up happening here is your paths and pushes have to be used correctly. Like, you have to push early. You have to use Skyclave on the small creatures and save paths for Stormwings.
Yeah.
And then you should be fine.
And then maybe one Arrows could just like get some someday, but we'll see. Bah. Here's our new deck. Curve is so great.
Yeah, that curve looks like an upside down. You know, on your phone when it shows you your bandwidths.
This is it.
Yeah, it's like the Stranger Things upside down inverse version of it.
Upside down cell signal. All right, let's see what opponent does now. Oh, are they gonna declare Loris now? No way, they can't. Or Obosh? No. He just thinks he wants to play first or not. All right, he does want to play first, surprisingly enough. So I do like this hand.
It's okay.
I mean, it's a little slow to their like turn 1 drop, but I mean, does it get better?
No, it's not bad. It's just it's fine.
I think it's good. I think it's great. We're gonna keep this hand.
I do like the way pathways function in this current metagame. Like, I wish I'd be willing to do what you're doing here right now with like unearths and pushes and stuff. I just wish we had like an almost guaranteed reason to be in a second color. Just like the use of these cards is absurd.
Yeah. Second pass, sure. Play this. Pass off to you, my good man. No 1-drop is nice. So, I mean, just play Stormwind, I guess, and then we just bop it. Sprite Dragon.
Yeah, I think Dragon's worth taking offline on time.
Yeah.
Like, we want to play Thalia or Stoneforge on curve, right?
Yeah, so I think we just gotta get rid of this now. Farewell, my sweet prince.
We could have taken a hit for 1, but I just don't think.
I mean, I don't really know what that 1 damage does for us here. Like, they already tapped out for it. Like, I don't know. Oh, they're playing. So we'll play this then for free and get slam Thalia.
She's probably going to get killed, which the part that's really cool here, though, is like the more time that they spend needing to take our threats offline, the more your spells on the back end are getting better.
Yeah. I mean, if Thalia just clogs their turn up here, like that's that's best for me. Just like if they want to spend their turn bolting it,
Yeah.
flame
Yeah,
stuff,
like
yeah.
Magma Jet at sorcery speed, sure, you know.
All right, we have the answer to this.
Put them both on the bottom. Interesting.
All right. Put those cards back in your deck, buddy. Let's play
So,
planes. So I
what's the
think
play
it's
here?
just Stoneforge into Path on their turn.
I actually like. I mean, I don't dislike that play, but
Yeah.
they put both cards on bottom. I actually don't hate Archon. They get like one Storm Trigger, where they spend their turn killing the Archon, and the next turn you have Stoneforge and Path. And then if it lives, you play your Stoneforge, you get your sword or whatever it is, and then you can Path on their turn again.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Well, we will try the Archon plan. So I mean, Archon is very good here. Like if we just take 4, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, if the Archon lives, great. If not, then that means the Stoneforge is more likely to live.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this just choke them on tempoing us out of the game or catching back up on tempo.
Yeah, and I mean, in game 1 we saw what like Battleskull did again. So like huge board there. It's like, all right, I'm out. You know, like they had like
if you can drop a
5
1-drop creature here, this is amazing. Our Archon has been insane in this metagame.
Archon is so good. I love this fucking card. Holy.
It's like playing a bigger Thalia again, right? Like they have to spend all of their mana to try and take it offline, or essentially get priced out of aggression.
Yeah, like I mean, I think it was you who was playing Canonist back in the day. Like last year
during Hogak.
Yeah, I love that shit. Holy fuck, Canonist is so good. And then this is just like a better Canonist.
Yeah, especially like
so
against even
like
anything that runs with mana dorks. Like this card is like the bane of their existence, because like spending your entire turn to ramp but not be able to do anything with the ramp is great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sweet. Feels good.
Yeah.
Back up double Stoneforge. Alright, so I think we can play the back side of this now.
Yeah.
Right.
These things feel like dual lands in Modern. I think you keep the black... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, keeping the black up fakes like a removal spell, which could be interesting.
Right. Alright, so we're going to want Battery Skull here. Please. Battery Skull. Especially if we now have the second one. So we do keep up Path, though, right? Or, I mean, we can't cast the second spell anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
Do we swing?
If they crack this fire thicket or whatever, I think we kill the Stormwing while they can't have like Spell Pierce or anything weird like that up. Yeah. Oh, we can't. We can't cast.
Yeah, we do have to wait till their turn here.
Yeah.
But do we swing here, or do we want to try to like fade this right?
We just want to keep it back on block for now.
All right.
I think they're gonna try and grow it, but
they're cracking it. Oh, Lightning Bolt. Oh, I missed it. Really on Mystic. That's saucy. Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
Sure.
I'm actually surprised they didn't go after Archon. I guess they feel like they're going to be ahead.
Right. Maybe they feel okay with their giant flyers or whatever, but...
Yeah.
All right.
What's interesting, too, is like you can just cast Batterskull. Like,
yeah, you just slam it.
It also kind of tells that they don't have an answer for it. So they clearly have a spell.
Yeah.
I don't think you block.
No, me either.
Then I wouldn't let it get to damage, but I will let them get a chance to put one last spell on the stack.
Shoot something.
So I think you just pat the Stormwing. It's likely they can counter it, but they didn't have a counter spell before.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Sure. Goodbye, Sprite Dragon. Soul Scar, sure. That's fine. And what? And wow, alright. So Mono Stoneforge, sure. I mean, I like Stoneforge getting Maul and then play Maul. Or no, we can't. We can't play Maul.
I like Batterskull here, but
I mean, sure. Let's just get it in there.
We're in a spot where like, they have to start presenting answers.
Yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh, they're drawing a card.
Yeah, they're looking
Don't you spell pierce me or some bullshit. There we go.
I think now you can attack with the Archon.
Yeah, we just get it in there.
There's no way you're blocking next turn.
I'm not blocking with Archon, yeah, hell no.
Yeah. So next turn, if this Batter Skull lives, you can actually protect it. Like you can bounce it back to hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we play Stoneforge, get another piece of equipment, and then it's like we have the 3 mana for the bounce.
Yep,
That's their turn? Opt? Okay. Sure.
Yeah, they're stuck. I mean, this is fantastic news. It shows that they're stuck.
Right? This fucking card, dude. Holy. Opt.
Another thing that I've loved with Archon on MTGO is like once a spell has hit the stack, you can start hitting it with clicks because you just know they can't cast anything else.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying like one of the things I've been finding hilarious is okay, you put your spell in the stack, it didn't change anything about the board state, F6.
Right? It's like jam down now.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll take 3. Sounds good.
All right.
Drawing cards. That's a land. Well, we'll go swinging.
Shove with both, right?
Oh, heck yeah, dude. We're going in. What's he gonna do? Nothing.
They could like bolt it down or something.
Oh, are they gonna bolt it down? That would be sad. Really? Saucy. Okay. Sure.
Isn't really problematic or anything like that?
No, I think we're still fine.
So you're still gaining a life here in this exchange, but
1 life. And then we can go Mystic.
Mystic, just keep your lands up, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think you play the other land.
And I think we can get Sword here now. So
I would grab Maul still.
Yeah. I mean, Maul being able to block this dragon is pretty good.
Don't forget to play your land. You can actually put the... Oh, you can't leave. I keep forgetting. I'm trying to Archon myself, and then I was thinking about what Fanny was saying.
Right?
Fanny was saying you should equip the Batter Skull to the Archon that turn.
There is a reasonable play for that, but I do like, I mean, at least having the like emergency blocker here in case things get out of hand.
Yeah.
I mean, we can always do it next turn, I guess. We can just put Batter Skull on Archon.
Is there something that could kill you here?
So 4, 5. If they bolt us, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, I would block the Soul Scar.
Yeah. It's a little bit scary.
I think this is Kazi's. Or no, Manamorphose.
Manamorphose, that's their turn. Sure, that's
You can
fine.
draw a card here if you want.
Yeah. Let's draw a card.
If you find a Fatal Push or something.
That's not Fatal Push. That's not Fatal Push. What? And what?
Okay. There
One
you go.
card.
Play your
One
land.
card short. That's okay.
Equip your Batter Skull to the Archon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wow. Okay. Sure. It just happens. Sounds good.
Bam.
Sounds good, buddy.
I think you just locked it up.
Yeah, that man F6 at the wrong time. I mean, I guess he has nothing. That's my issue with some of these like prowess splashes, is that they have so much fluff, like these like fucking Manamorphoses.
Right here, I would Fatal Push the Sprite.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, because they can't respond to it.
Yeah.
So we just get rid of this right now. Goodbye. Farewell.
Fanny's like got a point, but I think it goes either way. You could spend all 5 mana putting the equipment on Batter Skull, and then next turn they could just like abrupt decay, or not abrupt decay, but you know, like whatever artifact shatter effect that they run.
Right. Wear tear, whatever it is.
Yeah. All right. There's no one spell that deals 10 damage.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Off for a good start.
Look at that sideboard tech coming in.
It was actually very good. Fatal
We
Push,
saw
like,
exactly one sideboard card.
Sideboard Tech worked. If by Sideboard Tech
Yeah.
we mean Fatal Push. Fatal Push won the game.
Yeah. Buy your fatal pushes now, boys.
There you go. Cards busted, confirmed. Ugh, this poor
Oh,
game.
wouldn't be a cat mix
Yeah,
co-stream
without getting screwed on 23 lands. Sure, catch your fanny pack. He's piecing out. So we're gonna mulligan this hand.
Yeah.
As sad as that is. Okay. I mean, this one's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, we can keep this.
I think you send back a canopy?
Yeah, I think so too. I like that one as well. They kept the 7, sure. What do you got, friend? Ooh, humans?
Humans.
Humans, okay.
Alright, this is pretty shit against humans, but...
It got better. Let's go field.
Not sure that that's necessarily true.
Really?
They can Phantasmal copy it. They run them too now.
Oh, yeah. Alright, well, we just gotta hope for the best, I guess. We're just gonna cross our fingers.
Yeah, no, I mean, we got this. I just, it's a little tilting to hit the... It's always like this, the best hand everywhere else, and then this is the one hand where it's like, damn it.
Yeah, like, oh, like this does little, this does little. Meddling Mage, okay,
They're
sure.
off to a pretty awful start, it looks like.
Yeah, we'll take Meddling Mage. Do they know that we're on Field Ruin Vial? Stoneforge Mystic, okay.
In the dark, okay.
Sure.
Cool.
In the dark, sounds good, buddy.
With an active vial out.
All our canopies, sounds good.
I think you play Arbiter here.
Yeah.
Because you're showing them a field, so like tapping out now looks a lot scarier.
Right.
So you might get them to respect the field here.
Right. This could freak them out enough because Stallion does more or less nothing.
Yeah.
Aside from block this for free, but I mean.
I don't know that they want to attack their Meddling Mage into Arbiter. They know if it's a reasonable pilot, they know that Arbiter is not good in this matchup.
Yeah.
Or if they are going to tap out, it's going to probably be a pump effect, so they can get Meddling Mage up and just sacrifice their land.
Yeah.
But that's really good for us.
It's probably okay. Canopy, okay. So low on Rainbow Lands, which is nice. You can consider that for. Because you might just field this.
Yeah, this is going to be probably
Oh
no, another Meddling Mage. Okay.
Sure. Why not?
Naming path this time has got to be. There's no way they don't.
Come on. There it is. Okay.
All right.
Instapot cameo.
Wow.
So
no, just take the 2.
Yeah.
Because we're definitely gonna field them. We have a vial, they don't. We have a giver coming down through this vial now.
Whoop and whoop and whoop. And I use this.
Right.
Yes.
Land. Perfect.
Joel score's pretty good.
Yeah, here I think you just field them.
Yeah.
And just rep your vial, taking them off of unclaimed territory.
Yeah.
It puts off more colors, and they're taking damage every time they
From
tap
their
the canopy.
Yeah.
We'll show them who the king of hurting themselves is.
Yeah. And just tell you right here now, right? Like there's no tripping.
No. Just leave it.
Just wait.
Let them have a false sense of like needing to be the aggro plan, and then just first strike through any of these memories. Like if they send the one with path on it through, chef's kiss.
Beauty. Oh.
Yep.
The rider, sure. This boy gets bigger.
Right. So they probably send that and the champ in. I don't know what they actually. I think they can only send Mantis Rider.
I guess it is. All right, sure.
We
take
beats.
3.
Violent Thalia. All right, we're doing pretty well here, actually.
We're still alive. We're still living.
No, we're winning. Violent 3, right?
Heck yeah.
Whew. Perfect. So here, you have a couple of options.
Yeah.
Like there's greedy versions of both lines. I think you take the safe one. The greedy one is to like cash your Skyclave, trigger on the stack, eat.
But right. To get the 2 for 1 or whatever.
Cost. Yeah. I think what you actually just do is I think you just Ghost Quarter their Ancient Ziggurat again.
Yeah.
And then just pass and just get ready to have a blowout either way.
Yeah, I think so too. I like that plan.
Yeah.
Keep hitting
Like,
them where it hurts. And then, yeah, this is it.
This is great.
Because they can't cast Path either, right?
No, yeah. They don't run Path, but they can't.
Do they run what, like Dismember as their spell of choice?
They sideboard 2 Dismembers usually.
Okay. Nothing main deck, huh? No, like main deck, kill your dude.
Well, they have Reflector Mage.
Okay. I guess that's their removal.
That's their quote-unquote kill spell.
Gotcha.
After sideboard, they usually have like Deputy of Detention, Dismember.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're pretty choked up here. Like you'll notice, like they can't confidently create an attack step here right now, which is really cool.
Yeah, we're definitely putting them in an awkward spot here, where it's like, what do you do? What's the play? Yeah, so I think if they just swing, sure, okay.
Love it. You love to see it.
Can't cast anything. Sounds good. What's this one gonna be now? Name Path again. He does.
I was gonna say they probably name a redundant path there. Yeah.
Just in case. So I think it's probably like Wisp, block this rider, flicker this champion.
Yeah, I think that's the line.
So we can protect the Wisp. This dies. This goes back to being a dinky.
They're gonna probably scoop after that, but yeah, that's what you do for sure.
Yeah, sick. Yes, I would. Flicker Wisp. This thing. Sure. They can cast nothing, so we'll do this now. White. Oh. They see the line.
There's no way they don't scoop there.
Alright, they see it. They see it. Alright, so we do want Fatal Push for sure.
Yeah, Fatal Push, and then Ariak Champions, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
So you can cut Arbiters and Thalias. Huh.
What's worse, Arbor or Thalia?
Both.
They're both awful. So like 2 of each?
I would
like this?
definitely cut all the Arbiters first. They literally do nothing in this matchup.
Alright, sure.
They're getting their own way more. Is there anything else like is an Unearth better than a Thalia or a Lingering Souls or Remorseful Clerics? I actually think it might be worth like cutting the Thalias and just bringing in Remorseful Cleric. Like maybe keep 1 or 2 Thalias. But
yeah, because I mean Thalia does very little also. Because I mean they play Thalia, right? So
yeah.
Sure, maybe we'll keep 2 in and we'll bring in what, like, you go something spicy like 1 Unearth, 1 Cleric.
I wouldn't bring in the Unearth.
No,
because they still have Kitesail Freebooter.
Oh yeah.
I would just bring in as many of the creatures as possible.
Just 2 more flyers.
Yeah.
Or so these go in the sun. Like this.
Yeah.
Push champion cleric.
Yeah.
Cool.
That looks good.
Rock and roll. Let's try it again. Yeah, Carador suggests that Unearth lets us just like throw our apparitions under the bus and then just like unearth it back. Oh, this hand, come on, it's so good, but it's so bad. These ghost cores are killing us.
Yeah. I think that's a million. Because even if those ghost cores were planes, like that's really unreliable, but it's close. Okay. I would just shove it's either Ghost Quarter or Planes, right? I don't know which one it is. I think it's Ghost Quarter.
Yeah.
I think you just want to successfully cast your spells.
We've cut our Arbiters, right? So this is really just like a bad sort of mind. So I think we can...
Yeah, if they show us like the basic right now, it's frustrating because then they're just free. But because they're down to like just Plains and Island. Sometimes they just run the Plains.
Yeah. I mean, we've got 3 more. And 2 more fields, so we are prepped just in case. No vial, I like to see that. All right, we will psych them out with our snow covered plane. Human. Surprisingly, there he be.
Okay, Rudy, go sit down. My dog's like growling at me.
I have a lisp because of my fancy new braces.
You have a lisp now, so
I have a lisp. Wonder how the S got in Lisp.
Oh, dude, you might just go the distance here.
I mean, if you slam Cleric, eh?
Yeah.
Put our 2-1 out. Hiya.
But if you get this Maul down sooner than later, that's going to be hilarious looking.
It's been pretty good, yeah. I do like Maul.
I mean, if they stumble more, it's going to be hard to tell.
Yeah. Hey, Blue Atomic, thanks for the follow, my guy. Look at this, Catmix. You're getting me free follows from your name alone.
Whatever I can do.
Yeah, all right.
If that's me doing it.
He's going to 3 us here. Sure.
Interesting. I think you maybe have to take Mantis Rider. I don't know. This turn's weird.
Like what we Apparition eat. I mean, this Lieutenant scares me because this can get bigger and bigger, right? At least I know that this will be a 3/3 forever. The alternative is like Maul turns into a like 4/3 for striker.
Yeah, but then if you get Reflector Maged, you just have nothing going on.
Yeah, I guess you feel pretty dumb.
Also, like these lines mean we're not getting damage in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I don't mind Skyclave eat Rider, but this Lieutenant does scare me.
If I had to make a decision right now, I'm probably Skyclave eating the Thalia's Lieutenant. I don't like it, but that's probably what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use the Maul to leverage as a flyer against the Mantis Rider.
Yeah, I like that play.
I don't like it, but
yeah, it's not our best move, but I mean, what are we doing otherwise?
Yeah.
What, eat Master Strike, get in for 2 seems pretty unconsequential.
We also like see one more land, and then we can like same turn sort of fire and ice a creature.
Yeah, that'll be a big boon for us, I think. General Kudra. All right, so I lied about this being a 3/3 the entire game.
Yeah. Well, we still have shenanigans against it.
Yeah.
See what you draw here. All you need to draw is like Fatal Push or Path.
Yeah. There's a Giver.
Giver's good too.
Giver's not bad.
So here, I wonder if it's just like Giver, and then put the Maul on Skyclave Apparition.
Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah,
I dig that.
See how they feel about that.
All right, now we have a 4/4 flyer too. Ours has first strike. Your go, opponent.
So basically, like we just need to fade like the Reflector Mage turn. Like dumping any like they could dump Anthem creatures this turn and we're okay. Like we would take some big chunky damage, but
yeah,
that's
but like I mean, one land and we're in this.
Yeah,
one land. This everything is very scary.
I actually think if our board state looks the same next turn and you hit a land, I think you just put it on the Remorseful Cleric.
Yeah. And
then you have protection for Skyclave on defense.
Okay, yeah.
I think. I don't know. I mean...
Right, get in for 4 guaranteed. Force hangs back. We should have survived one turn with this Giver up. Oh, this was like Reflector Range. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, sure. Hello.
I wonder who they bounce. Because bouncing Skyclave Apparition could be costly still, too.
Yeah, that seems silly for them to do that. Like, sure, we can't play it again next turn, but we still got we still get this back. We have to eat Kudro probably. All right, he is gonna bounce this back now.
So we're gonna take. How big is Kudro? Is he a 3/3?
He's a 3/3. Yeah.
So you take 7. That's okay.
It's a sizable chunk of damage. Or we can kill Kudro.
No, but you lose all your stuff.
I know.
Oh.
Kudro's there though. You're like, but wait, you board wipe yourself.
Yeah.
Right on time, buddy. So we could put Maul on Cleric, but then do we die?
Pretty much.
So we go into 4. You can block 2 things. We die. Yeah, okay. It's not looking great for us. I think we're dead.
You can slam Archon with no Vial.
Yeah.
So you can not lose life this turn.
Sure.
I think you fell behind. The lack of removal hurt a lot here.
Yeah, they just kind of snowballed their game plan out of here.
This is the thing that's really cool with Modern now is like you have to interact now. And if you don't interact, you just lose the game.
You kind of lose, yeah.
So is this another Reflector Mage? I think you're just dead.
Yeah. Don't. Oh, okay, yeah, we're dead. Maybe they'll fuck up. I don't know. Can they fuck up?
They could.
On Giver runes.
No.
So we go this pro red.
Well, no, you just go pro blue because then that means you can block everything if you want to.
So this pro blue. This blocks something.
Actually, I think you give it to the Remorseful Cleric.
Yeah.
Because then you can.
Well, no, we have to block these things. We can't block the illusion.
Yeah.
I mean, we're taking 5 either way. Actually, we are dead. We are currently dead. We are dead on board. Okie dokie. Let's try this one more time.
On the play.
How do we feel this sideboard? I think we're still fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
That was less about us running poorly, more about like just hitting we hit the top end with no action ahead of it.
Yeah, like at the end of the match, so we basically just like play our cards. They played their cards. Their cards were better. Game over.
Yeah, like that first hand with those fatal pushes, like
that would have been so good, dude. Holy. Yeah. Maybe it's worth keeping so you can ghost quarry your ghost quarry, you know. Oh, we have no swamp though, man.
Yeah.
No swamp. Yeah, because it's definitely a double-edged sword to like one off-color basics. I know that when I was testing the green-white version, the forest was the worst draw in the deck, like 100% of the time. Like,
yeah.
It's
a tie between Batterskull and off-color basic.
Yeah. It's just horrendous, holy.
Opponent's like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
He's gonna re-sideboard. Maybe he has that transformative game 3.
Alright. We'll play. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Okay.
I mean, we have Vial.
I don't hate it on the play. You got a path, you got a vial, you got your curve. Yeah, I would keep that.
Sure.
It's like a frustrating one.
Pray.
I think that vial is going to give you enough time to make something happen.
Yeah, we hope that they don't play like a deputy or something. So it'll still suck for you somehow.
But even then, that would be so long from now.
Yeah. Oh, they've got it too. All right, the Vial Mirror finally. Sometimes these matchups feel so one-sided when one deck has Vial and the other just has like nothing. So we did not hit our land. A little sad.
It's okay. You still have time to find that answer.
There is time.
There's also a world where you just like path your Stone Fortress if it gets that bad.
Right? Yeah. That is definitely a world that we live in sometimes. Their hand is curving out. Or is it? Oh, it is.
Probably Great Sale.
The booter? No, it's the lieutenant.
They're going to do this champion trick.
Higher.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Interesting.
I don't think you care.
No, it should be fine. Boop. Okay.
Alright, land one time.
One time, baby. Oh, that's not a land. That's a fail push. Well, there it is. So we're just gonna chill, I suppose.
Maybe they'll go to kill the Giver, and then we can like Stoneforge, give it pro a color, and path it, and then have Batterskull. That'd be cool.
I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't hate it. I would do it.
It's not a terrible plan.
Yeah. Is it happening?
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, so this actually will not work. What you're going to do is you're going to let it target.
Yeah.
And then path it with this ability still in the stack.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it only removes a card if it leaves play.
Yeah. So we just path things on this thing. I said no, no, no. But see, I knew it was coming. I felt it in my bones. They're like, bruh, they're gonna attack our one land vial, and we're gonna feel real dumb.
It is
But
frustrating.
we did at least have the answer. All right, now what opponent? Sure.
I would definitely put something into play first in case it's Revoker.
Okay.
So I would revoke.
So I think it's just Mystic.
Yeah. I mean, they could have Kite Sail, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. We still need to find a second land.
Yeah. Battery Skull?
Yeah.
Feels bad putting a 5-mana card in our hand, but here we are.
I would pro-white the Stoneforge in response. It doesn't matter.
We're fine.
You got through it.
We got there. He does nothing. Sure.
Now, don't know if you keep the vial on 2 or 3. I think you keep it on 2 for now.
Me too. I like Valon too, so we have 2/2 drops. Oh, nice.
Yay! There it is.
We got there. All right.
So
fantastic.
you have to be careful, though. It'll be fine either way, but like your opponent could try and vial in Kite Sail in response to your Stoneforge activation.
Right.
So we actually have a reverse trick though, because we can go grab Maul if they do that. So this will be a cool turn, but we're gonna have to be extremely patient.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they do.
See if they keep this on 2 or not.
3.
Oh, we got there. It's so good.
We got through it.
Oh, they could have Knight of Autumn or something.
They're on a card. Okay, sure.
Interesting. This is very interesting.
Curious. What is the play, sir? What is
if they don't go to combat, like if they don't think, like the thing we have to watch out for is a Knight of the Reliquary or another Detention Steve coming through the vial. So I think we would actually just go grab Sword of Fire and Ice and put that into play.
Instead of Battle Skull?
Actually, no. I would get Maul. I would actually 1,000,000% go get Maul.
Yeah. And then what, do Maul tricks with the attack?
I would put Maul on the Stoneforge Mystic, or that's what I would do.
Alright, Champion is fine. Yep. The lieutenants get slightly larger.
None of this actually matters, which is good.
More mana. Phantasmal Image.
Sure. This still doesn't matter yet.
Copying Lieutenant. Or no, copying Giver. Okay, interesting.
Alright, we definitely want to target that soon then.
Yeah. Oh, they do nothing.
They 1,000,000% have something for your equipment.
Right? They gotta have the answer here somewhere.
I would Stoneforge, grab Maul.
Yeah.
Put the Maul.
Put in the new one.
Yeah. Okay. And then just put the Maul on one of the Mystics.
Maul. Activate Mystic. Put Maul into play. Put this on this one. This is still awake. And that's the go.
I think now it's up to 3.
Yeah, me too. This cleric is like whatever.
Yeah.
Ghost.
Oh, nice. We're making some headway here.
All right, so we can attack in the air for 3.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have 2 replacement blockers. Sure.
The reason we're playing it slow, Fanny, is because we highly suspect that they have an answer in this vial, like a Knight of Autumn or some shit, or a D-man, D-sphere boy.
Once we find a removal spell, it's less threatening, but I think we lose our Batter Skull, which is a big part of what's getting us through these combat steps right now.
Okay, and we just chill. Vial comes in. Okay. What do you got? General Kudrow.
Sure.
The team gets slightly larger.
No, they could have. They've already showed us a copy of D. Steve, and they run Reflector Mage too.
Yeah, there's our D. Steve here. We saw our mage in game 1, or sorry, game 2. This is game 3.
Also, this way we would actually have, if we get an untapped step again, we can protect the batter skull. We could just pick it back up.
Word. Fanny gives us the word.
So if they don't take combat, then that means they don't have a way to deal with
the battery skull.
Yeah,
I can buy that logic. All right, yeah. The team gets ever larger. Push. So blue automatic. We don't actually have a basic swamp in our deck because we're good.
So this is great. They don't have an answer for them.
They got nothing.
But just so you know, you totally should have Archoned. Sorry, I was like.
Oh yeah. Right, in response to the first one.
Yeah. Well, they're empty-handed, so this is good for us.
Right. Not the worst, but we did play because we're busy.
This is great. This is actually really good.
He's going in. They're going in.
Okay. So how big are they? It's kind of hard for me to see on this.
5, 6, 9.
I would definitely violin the batter skull, or like skull and Archon should come in right now.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, they have nothing. Is really what we try and play around. So we put batter skull in play. Oh, Cooter the Germ Toad. How about you can for a bigger? Interesting. Okay.
And
then we put this boy in.
Yeah.
Archon. So they can't actually pay for that. Okay. Or no, they can pay for that. So if he wants, he can kill the Germ with Kudrow because he has the pay 2, stack 2 humans.
I don't think you care if the Germ dies. I think if anything, he's just going to use Giver to give something protection.
All right, so we go blocks. We block the biggest one, I imagine.
I think we might have missequenced. All right. So I think we're in a spot where we need this batter skull to live. So I think batter skull just goes in front of the Thales Lieutenant, and then how much is the other damage? I can't see. How big is Champion?
Champion is a 5/5. You're fine. Shrink this. They get bigger. They get smaller amount. Yeah, we have a 5/5, a 6/6, and a 9/9.
So I think you block the 9/9 with your Germ.
Yeah.
They're gonna go to give it protection.
They do nothing.
You give it pro white. Because now what I think we want to have happen is we kind of want to draw a land off the top, put the maul on the Germ, and just get in the air.
Yeah. I can dig that. Me and Fanny Pepper are not playing a swamp because we're good at this game.
A Wisp would be good too. We don't find a land. Oh, there's a land. Never mind. All right, so just move that shit on over. And I think that's going to be the game-winning action here.
He's getting over top for 6. Hiya.
Because like you said, they could eventually start using Kudrow to kill their stuff to get to it, but that's not a game-winning play.
Yeah. Pro white still works against, pro black, right? Yeah,
pro black against the general.
Yeah, that makes sense. Blue automatic, that is correct. If we give the Germ pro white, the maul will fall off because it is technically a white equipment.
But Kudrow is also a black creature, so you could just give pro black.
Yeah, pro black works. Oh, is he gonna do it now? No, he's doing it. All right, well I guess we just pro.
Yeah, pro black. It's kind of annoying because then it's not going to work on defense. But
yeah.
if we hit another land again, we can just move this batter skull over to the Archon.
Yeah. All right, so we're at 19, feeling good. So you might try and do this again now, which is fine. Because then we have Stone Forges to just chump.
Yeah, I think we would just have a Stoneforge chump for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to see what their last spell is if they cast it.
What is your new card, opponent?
Interesting. If we would have had the swamp, we wouldn't have had this line.
Yeah.
But we also maybe wouldn't have had to deal with the Kudro. I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's a bit sad for sure. Casting spells, not casting spells. Cast a 3-drop, please. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Major sign. It's gonna be pass though.
Cool. Now, does Kudro say sacrifice a human, or what do you just sacrifice a creature?
Sacrifice 2 humans.
Okay. So he sacrificed a champion and a hierarch last turn. Okay.
Yeah, he did. That would be correct. Attack with the squad.
So I think it's just chump block the big Thalia's lieutenant and then first strike down the champion. Like chump block with a Stoneforge on 10-10.
Right, and then block here.
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah. And then just leave this 7/7 through.
Yeah, which is fine.
Okay. They will give it pro black. That's fine, I think.
Yeah.
They have option with Kudro anyway, so.
I think you just need to hit F6 because of our time, and there's not another state gameplay that we could do.
Sure. So 1 land onto, and then we have Archon live. Ooh, nice.
So there's.
So we do this. Right?
Yeah.
Get in for 6.
So. Yeah. They're running out of humans to sacrifice.
Your humans will not save you now. But will he try?
If this cleric was a wisp, oh man, this would just be over.
Right? Holy.
Because they're going to 3 now.
Yeah. They're going to 3 now. They take it, looks like.
They don't quite take it yet.
Not yet. No blocks, because they can't. But will they try and shoot my boy? My boy! Yeah, they're going to try to shoot him down. What, with this and this? Yeah, okay.
So, I think you have to do it regardless, but I'm just curious as to... Yeah, you have to, because if you don't, they just give the Thalia's Lieutenant pro black or whatever, or pro white, and then swing through for lethal.
Yeah. We need this heal. Yeah. This big...
if they fade on a spell this turn, I think you just win.
Yeah, because we do have push. We do have push, which is nice.
I'm just thinking of, like, they sack 2 humans again right after combat.
Right. Vile. Oh, did he draw the nuts? Draw the dream? Oh, Reflector Mage feels bad.
I don't know if that matters. What are they reflecting?
Probably Archon? Yeah.
Okay, sure. File it back into play.
Yes, Archon. Thank you. Exile our swords. Like, sure thing, friend. Sure thing.
So all we have to do is just make sure whatever they're swinging with that we can block, so that we're not taking 17.
Yeah. And then we win the game.
Yeah, because then we just move the maul or whatever. Yeah, we move the maul onto Giver, and the Giver will actually only be 3 power, so Kudro can't kill it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a misplay on the opponent's part. I think they could have won.
I mean, they might still have to win here. We have to see.
I don't think they can.
They'll swing with their team.
Yeah, we're just going to block to make sure 17 points of damage can't happen. We can block with both our creatures. We win. They have no cards in hand. So you block the 11-11, and then the 8-8 or whatever, take 10. They have no cards. Game's over.
Yeah, 11-11. Yeah, 8-8.
Yep, sure.
Okay. We take 10 down to 7. And then we fly. Wow, Maul's so busted, dude. Yeah, that was a big oof on them, I think. Lamau.
Hey, there's the Wisp.
There he is. But let's just put this on this thing before we forget.
And then that's the game.
And that's it. That's it. Wow. I'm surprised he won it, actually. That was a close one. I was getting pretty spooked. Oh, they see it. They see the line. There it is. Look at that. We're 2-0.
All right.
So far, so good. So we've had one game where the swamp was needed, but we won anyway, so who cares?
I think that's like such a like.
It's a pretty edge case, yeah.
Yeah. Because like even if we didn't have Fatal Push, like we weren't finding path. We didn't find like it was. That was a weird one.
Yeah.
Like, and again, I still don't know that we would have wanted to Ghost Quarter ourselves to a swamp. Like, we actually needed all of our mana.
We did need all that mana, yeah.
Fanny does have a point. He was like, yeah, the battle score line maybe was wrong earlier in that game, but like, yes, I'll concede that maybe we could have looked at that from a different aspect. It's a little spooky when your opponent shows you the deputy and they use the deputy so aggressively.
Yeah, and then Vile hangs out on 3, and you're like, okay, like, where's the like second deputy, you know?
So we punted, but they punted bigger.
You don't have to play good. You just have to play better.
I think it's also easy for me once I'm already like in my world when I feel like I'm already behind like with mana and stuff. Like it makes me pretty anxious.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like humans runs what 20 lands, 19 lands.
Yeah.
And our opponent found for the most part of that game like 3 to 4 lands more than us.
Right. But I am glad that we're on 23 lands. I don't know. I feel good about it.
I think mathematically there's like not enough of a difference.
Probably.
And it also play draw dependent. Like if you're on the draw, you have 23 lands in your deck.
Yeah.
On the play, I really don't want the 23rd land.
They are chosen to go first. We have a 1.
So they're a Luris deck.
Which makes me worry of Thoughtseize.
I don't know what to tell you, because I think this hand's good against most Luris decks. The only one it's not good against is Devoted Druid, but...
Yeah, I mean, this hand is great as long as you don't get discarded. Otherwise, we're feeling a little awkward if we don't draw our
I don't hit the discard, because like they can't take both your 1-drops.
Yeah. All right, we'll
did
keep
they
it.
mulligan, or did they keep?
They kept.
Okay.
We can risk it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? We'll keep it and just hope for the best. You gotta risk it for. You have to risk it for the biscuit. So this might be. So this could still be prowess. Looks like red-black. Seal of Fire.
Sure.
He's
Seal of
looking
Fire,
at his own card. Okay, that's why he shuffled. Sure.
I'm definitely in the building now. That's
Yeah.
for
All
sure.
right. There it is. Let's put
You
those
still haven't
together.
missed your land drop yet.
Still haven't missed land drops. Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. You officially have not missed your land drop yet.
We're still in it.
Yeah. You could still hit this on time here. You just have to believe.
Kind of believe in the heart of the cards.
Yeah.
All right, here we
All
go.
right,
Heart of the
here we go.
cards, baby. Let's roll.
Bam, bam.
Huh.
Always had it. Always had it.
Hey, never didn't have it. All right.
All right. So I think we want to feed
Yeah.
Arbiter to the Seal of Fire.
I think so too. Yeah. All right, here, opponent. You can eat this. Force you to fetch now too. Is this 2 mana? Make your opponent fetch.
This is like the creature version of Cleansing Fire.
Yeah.
Blow up your enchantment, make you crack your land.
All right. You take 1.
Yeah. Bam.
Got
Oh,
him. Look at that value.
Dude.
Oh, do they not? Maybe they don't care. No, they care. Okay.
I mean, either way, it's basically it's the Tenet version of Magic, where like they didn't bolt our Arbiter bolted their Seal of Fire.
Yeah, there you go. Arbiter ETB, sacrifice.
Oh.
Whoa, really?
Butler's. That's okay still.
Interesting.
So,
sure. I like them turn 3, do nothing.
Well, it's not do nothing because they have Seal of Fire and Bobble in the yard.
Yeah.
So what'll be interesting is if they cast it, we can vial into Thalia. So I think here, actually just just play this sword.
Just sort of fire nice. Bop.
Yeah, definitely just play this sword.
What up?
Oh man. Oh, why can't I have these sequences? I want
23 lands, man. I'm telling you.
What's that?
23 lands. That one extra land.
23rd land. It's the. I don't ever have my opponents tap out in the Lurrus on turn 3 like this.
I mean, that was the best thing that happened. I was like, sure, you put Lurrus in your hand.
Man. I think you might just win here. So if they just go to cast Lurrus here, you just violent Thalia and it's over.
Oh yeah. So they still can play Bobble, but no Seal of Fire, Lamau. Oh, no Lurrus? Question mark?
They're gonna maybe Collective Brutality.
They're thinking about something. Thought Seize first. Okay.
I
think we still put it in Thalia.
Yeah.
Because now they can Lurrus, but they can't Bobble or Seal Fire at all. Oh, do they have a thing? Bolt.
Ooh, okay.
Sure, alright. Interesting. So no Lurrus. It's still Thalia though, right?
100%.
Yeah. I mean, so far as Mystic, what are you doing? Like, the cards are already here.
Yeah, they could still take their turn off to kill Thalia and then do the Seal of Fire next turn.
They took Mystic, okay. Don't have another one. Dismember? Really? Wow, okay. Okay, friend. Sure. I see you. Alright, creature.
I don't know what converted mana costs we're looking for though. Like if you take the Violet for 3.
I mean, on average, we hit 3 drops more.
But I think if you hit your 3 drops, like what are your 3 drops you're gonna hit? Wisp.
Yeah.
Skypave Apparition.
Yeah.
And Archon.
Yeah.
And then on your 2 drops, you can hit Thalia, Arbiter, Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
And you have 1 drops too. So like.
Yeah.
I think keeping the Vial on 2 is probably statistically better.
Okay. Sure.
I think.
I mean, either way, we can play what we have. It just depends on if we draw the wrong one, we can't equip Sword.
Yeah. Not to mention if they... I don't know. This one's hard. I'll let you make the decision.
I mean, we'll go no because you can always take up to 3. You can't take back down to 2.
Yeah.
So let's go no, and hope that we just we do it here. Show us the money. Ooh, that's neither of the things we want.
Well, I think here you just take the
canyon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Field, eat canyon. Ooh, our opponent was spicy that turn.
They had a pretty good turn of Bolt, Thoughtseize, Dismember. I guess we should put it in Thalia earlier, I guess. I don't know. We tried to be too cute,
I
maybe.
think that was still right. I mean, this turn now we take it up to 3 when it comes back to us.
Yeah, because if they play Luris Seal of Fire, then we need something that survives Seal of Fire.
Yeah. We could also just draw a land here. Like.
Ball.
Oh,
sure.
okay.
No Seal of Fire. So we're gonna look at
We
our
know
card.
the card now. That's interesting.
Is he afraid? I've always wanted someone to like bubble me and then just like concede. Be like, all right, fuck it.
I had someone take so long looking at the top card of my library that I knew it was Maul. So they Assassin Trophy.
Right, they're reading it.
Yeah.
But like, what the fuck is this new card?
Oh,
I mean, I guess we have Battle Skull then.
Slam the Scully.
Greetings, Dillinger.
Yeesh. It's a bad feeling.
We have no play. We have no cards at hand, so we can just save time.
I'm saying bad feeling, by the way, for anyone who's curious about how we just went from 1 lander to naturally drew 5 lands.
I know.
Worrying about whether or not we were supposed to keep our hand or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do we eat it?
I think I'd take that trade.
They want to trade Luris for our germ. I guess that's allowed.
Oh, they're going to give it double strike. Fuck.
Oh, growth.
Shit.
Battle range.
That was my bad. I'm sorry. That was 100% my fault.
That's okay. We're fine. He threw 2 cards just like I mean he like 2-4'd himself there. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, but now they're gonna play their Scourge.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Sure.
That was 100% my fault.
All good. All good.
You don't have a 4-drop in your
deck. Yeah, no. I'm just thinking like,
okay.
Well, I guess we can go give her equip sword.
Yeah. Probably still dying.
Yeah, alright. Apparently, red, black, splash, white, shadow with Luris as a companion did win the challenge today. It is the winner. The big win. But I am glad that we got rid of this, though, now, rather than, like, here or whatever, right? Because he can only attack with Scourge now.
No, yeah, he just played that. I mean, they probably have a burn spell.
He targeted himself. He didn't like his saw card. Called this shrine. Okay. They do run white. Scourge is, in fact, pretty good, turns out. You just take it, right?
Yeah, you have no choice, I don't think.
I don't think we can just throw Giver under the bus here, so it's gotta be. Just take it. Bowman Courier, okay, interesting.
Or he's gonna try and block and sacrifice before damage.
Oh. So we need a good card here then. A nice good 3-drop, a nice Wisp, a nice Apparition. Sonic Clearing, I guess. It's not what we want. So you do want to equip the Battle Spell range.
How big is the Scourge?
It's an 8/8. It kills us next turn if we don't block.
I was just wondering if you can put the Giver in front of it, but it would die.
Yeah, it will die. It will, in fact, die a horrible death. So I guess, I mean, I don't see another option. Just like put this on and then attack.
Well, no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you can still just put it on an attack, I guess. It was like drawing a card is optional there too.
Yeah, but we can't equip, and I'm afraid of that.
Definitely don't show them the land first next time.
Yeah. Well, no.
because that's just like total free information. They know you don't have a whisper or anything now.
So he is going to stop our life gain here with this little trick, which is pretty cute, honestly. I'll give him that one. This is pretty cute.
Well, they can do it every turn is the problem.
Oh, with Luris, right. Interesting. Bolt us. Okay. Yeah, no more life gain for us. So on the bright side, if they attack with Scourge and we block, we gain 7. This shrinks and then it dies? Right? No, because they're at 12. They have to gain life. They have to attack with Luris as well.
If they attack with Luris, you don't lose life. I don't think. They need a removal spell here. Yeah.
All right.
So you can at least just gain life again, which isn't terrible.
You do get to do this.
If you draw a 3-drop, you can...
We need 1 more life here for this to die.
I don't think that's how it works.
The highest life total, this thing will shrink and it'll die, yeah. So if we were big brain.
Can you zoom in on it again? I haven't read this card.
It says, Scourge of these characters' power is and toughness are equal to 20 minus the highest life total among players. But they could just be played with Luris, yeah.
Alright. 3-drop.
That's not a 3-drop.
Right.
No, I think we have to clear him.
What's that?
I think we have to clearing now here with the crosses.
Yeah.
These are off color planes. Lamau. I guess we're just dead. 8, 9, 10, 11. We're not technically dead. Do we bounce Battle Skull here?
You don't have to do it now. Just pass the turn.
Yeah. We'll make them question their life choices.
Get in for 8 and you eventually draw, like, these things called creatures in your creature deck. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Creatures in the creature deck. Weird. What are those? They do not play for Bomat. They do not hit lethal. They're too busy jerking off with Bobble. Oh, he knows better. Oh, no, he's going for it. He's going to make this smaller for us. Oh, they have it.
You did.
We are dead. Right. There it is. Okie dokie. So.
I think a lot of this looks really good. I think
it really does.
The only things that don't look great, like great, is probably Remorseful Clerics.
I mean, yeah, it only stops Luris, but if we path Luris or kill it somehow, then that problem goes away.
I think the cards you want to bring out are Arbiter and Wisp.
Yeah, I think so too. So I like Push, I like Champ.
Yeah.
I think Fortender is probably okay, but maybe medium.
Really good. The Souls are okay too. Yeah, that's the stuff I'm probably trying to bring in. Unearths first, and then Lingering Souls.
Yeah, I think so too. It's like this. You don't like cutting past Vial against
the Vials to bring the rest of this stuff in.
Yeah, I think so too. I am afraid of their discard and whatnot and their grind. So we bring in a couple more Unearths and then 2 Souls.
Yeah.
Like this.
Looks great.
Bada bing, bada boom. Bit of a wonky curve, but we take those.
I think that curve still looks pretty good.
We will play first, thank you. I mean, yeah.
On the play, I think it's okay.
Would you mulligan it?
It's not the greatest, but I mean it's good.
It's a playable hand. We can play 5 of our 7 cards currently, which I think is acceptable.
Yeah. I totally ruined our last game. That was So much my fault. I'm sorry for that.
No, it's all good. I also probably would have seen that. I mean, part of me wants to not block just because like it seems suspicious. So it's like, why would they throw away Loris?
Yeah.
So should have seen that coming. We just communally went brain dead there. It's fine. Swiftly Spear, sure.
Jeez,
Hello.
man.
Welcome back. So Thalia, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Gotta choke that man somehow.
We might have been obligated to mulligan more aggressively.
For like sideboard cards.
Yeah.
Fatal Push, sure. That is acceptable. Okay.
Nice.
So fortunately, I think we have to play the white side if we want, unless you don't want to play the Skyclave.
You could play Archon.
Yeah, just go black side Archon.
I'm not sure. Because then if they do play... Well, if you play black side and then they play the Scourge, you can always just, in a real emergency, Ghost Quarter yourself back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. We can go black side here. If we get spooked.
I don't know. Hold on.
We can just go Mystic and get Battle Skull.
This is weird because they still have so many cards in their hand. Yeah. So it's like...
They're loaded.
I think it's Archon.
Yeah.
I like for sure.
There's also a chance that, I don't know, he has like a 3-mana playing and he plays it on basic, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, this lets us get more time, I think. Slow the game down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it does force them to like remove this first before playing anything else. Thought Seize, okay, sure.
They'll probably take the Skyclave.
Yeah.
And then they have no combat this turn? That's cool.
Yeah, that's their turn. They chose to Thought Seize. Yeah, they go Skyclave, okay. Buddy, what are you doing?
Can't cast anything.
Dude, he's tapping. Bruh.
Swing.
Swing, I dare you. I fucking dare you, buddy.
Okay. So, interesting. I think you jam a sword here, I think.
Just slam sword in? And then next turn we can go Stoneforge Equip if we need to?
Yeah.
Yeah. I dig it.
I think you keep Ghost Quarter up, though.
Leave a quarter.
Right? We're 0% block. What's that?
Yeah, we're leaving a quarter, right?
Yeah. What I was gonna say, I don't think we're blocking. So, do you just shove here?
I think so. I never want to block this thing, so I think we just get in. I mean, they're at 13. They have some work if they want to Skyclave us still, or sorry, not Sky, or Scourge. Yeah, Scourge of the. There's like too many modern relevant cards that are like Skyclave something. Right, so you bolt the Archon. Yeah, we thought this might happen. Bloodstained Mire. He does read the card. Death Shadow. Sure. Okay. Interesting.
Draw Ariok Champion right here.
Yeah. Just give it to us. I will go score myself if I have to. That's not it. So I think we still play Mystic and then like equip.
Yeah.
Yeah. We grab a Battery Skull. We put this on the girl. And they have the response. This is a rough matchup. This is a hard one. Oh, are they gonna bolt? Are they gonna bolt? Pew pew. Push. Second push. Yes. Okay. That's unfortunate for us. We are taking some beats here.
So, An Unearth off the top is really good here still. You can
Yeah.
Unearth Skyclave.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're in trouble.
The shadow's getting pretty big. But if we draw Path, Push, Unearth,
I think
Skyclave.
we were probably supposed to mulligan way more aggressively.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sure.
Now there's two of them. We get bopped. Yes, we do.
14-14. Jesus.
It's a large man. That's not what I want to see. I mean, we can play Battle Skull and then put it under the bus, I guess.
I think you promptly die if that's the play. I guess you try it. No, because how big is the Death Shadow?
8/8. So we go up to 4 up to 10. If they play no spell, they don't grow the shadow, they 9 us down to 1.
Yeah, go for it, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, the other play is Stoneforge, Chump, get and die for sure. So this at least gives us a glimmer of hope.
You could also like Ghost Core yourself to get the giver down, but I don't know. This fell apart quickly.
Just did fall apart very quickly. We were looking pretty good here, and then yeah, these cards all went away, and they drew very well. The full. So this has to block this thing because it's massive. Wow, they're just like sandbagging us. Well, no 5-0, but 4-1 is still in the cards.
Yeah. I think just in case we play against that again, we need to know like our hand. The hand has to be very aggressively tilted towards like Ariok Champion, the Fatal Pushes, Paths, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think so too. We see more. Yeah, it seems like that deck you just have to like remove their cards, otherwise you lose. So interaction is very important there. It feels like.
I think Worship's also a card I'm looking at a little bit more often now too.
I would like Worship more if we weren't empty boarded basically that entire match.
Yeah.
Right, like they have so much removal themselves that feels like Worship. You have to have like a wide board that they can't just like bolt down, which maybe plays into like the like Souls plan. Play first. Great.
Okay. Nice hand. Nice hand.
This is a fine hand right here. Boop, boop, boop. Your go, opponent.
That last matchup is another reason why I really like Luris out of the board.
Yeah.
Just like try and get some form of redundancy.
Are we up against it again, but no Luris? Sans Luris?
Probably like Black Green or Jund.
Or is this Grixis Death Shadow? Could be Jund.
This is Jund. This is like some Jund variant.
Inquisition. Alright. It's
Clearly
gonna be this one.
Stoneforge. There's no way they don't take Stoneforge here.
They can't not take it, right? It's a fool's errand. Yeah, there you go. This is for sure the answer. Yep. 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 We can hide this card that we drew because we don't need it right now.
Yeah.
And we'll just play
just giving them unnecessary information this early.
Yeah.
Wrong. So our opponent basically mulliganed us to 6.
Yeah. Little feels bad. Bauble.
Wow.
Sure, 1 mana bauble. You go for it, opponent. You do it up. No land?
There's just no way, right?
Looking at our card.
There's no way.
Okay, there it is. He does have the second land, but he did pay 1 mana for that bauble. Pretty great. All right.
So this is probably Grixis Death Shadow. Or, I mean, Jund Shadow.
Okay. Oh, there's Maul.
Ooh, interesting.
So we can't play it yet, but we will play it eventually.
Yeah.
Damn it, Thalia. Why can't you just let this through? Just one time.
I mean, I'm okay with this. He has to play around it and respect it for a while.
Yeah, he knows it's coming, so I guess he has to, like, do something about it.
I think this is going to get incredibly difficult for our opponent here in a second. I imagine that this is Jund Shadow. They don't have a Goyf, and they have a Death Shadow that they couldn't build fast enough.
Mm.
They had to choose between Stoneforge or Thalia, and the redundancy of Thalia made them take the slower line.
Right.
And this Maul is probably not exciting for them to see.
Yeah, I think they want to deal with a 4/3 first striker with Giver Runes backup.
Yeah.
All right, sir. What now? Luris,
Yeah.
main deck, sure. This is looking more and more like Jund Shadow to me.
Interestingly, I don't know if you're supposed to attack anymore. Oh,
I mean, we just eat it.
yeah. Get wrecked. White side, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've tapped these online yet. I'm like, wait, how does that work?
Yeah, so you have to, or I find the like safe ways to like right click and then pick which side. I think if you left click, it still asks you, but I'm too afraid to check. You gotta love on curve Luris, and they can't play Bobble because of Thalia.
So I think now with this sequencing, I think that you probably end up just putting the Maul on the Skyclave.
Yeah.
Diversify your threats. Like, it's a lot harder for them to like choose the correct creature to kill.
Yeah, and then they can't bolt this, right? They can still bolt Thalia with Maul on, which is feels bad. So putting this, making this bolt proof is nice icing for sure. Luris Jund. Oh, he's got a second one. And he can play Bobble now. But will he, though? Yeah.
I think this is fine, though. I think you still just put the Maul on Skyclave.
Yeah.
And then Thalia's blocking this whole time.
Yeah. I mean, first strike. Gets the job done sometimes.
Definitely Jund. This is not...
This is not how they want this game to go. It'll just be Luris Jund. Sure. Okay. So, do we sandbag this and just play Maul?
No, I think you just start getting your mana going because, like, we're getting closer to like needing to slam swords on time and stuff. And
he knows this Thalia, so we'll keep Ghost Quarter up.
Yeah.
Skyclave.
You could start getting them off of colors here soon too.
Oh yeah, because you've seen the one swamp now. They're pretty greedy with their bases, right? How are the braces? They're all right, I guess. I've gotten over the worst part.
Are they embracing?
They're so embracing. I feel my mouth has been very embraced by a metal man. So, eating things is still limited to like soup and like mashed potatoes, but you know, I don't mind that. Not the worst.
Did they get you all laughing, gassed up when you went in there?
They didn't. No, actually, they just like, you know, the nurse though did explicitly say that it was a torture chamber, which is kind of hilarious.
I think you just go pro black on the Thalia, right?
Yeah, I like that. That was my thinking. It's either pro black or pro red here. But I think we'll go pro black.
I kind of like the idea of letting them use their other bolts on your Thalia when you have a backup one.
Yeah, so let's go pro black. Boo! You have killed all your runes. Good job.
Like if they ran in 6 to kill it, that's fine too.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess big brain is like pro green. Somehow.
No, because you want them the Assassin's Trophy it.
Yeah. Oh, they can't trophy it. This has pro black now. Alright, he's gonna go Bobble instead. So no trophy, no red in 6.
I mean, they're seeing a lot of cards.
He's looking at our cards. Thoughtseize our last Thalia. Sure, you can have it.
Thalia. Why would they waste that there?
I don't know. Maybe they just really hate Thalia.
I guess so.
Like, man, fuck this card.
Alright, let's see if you can draw some gas here.
Right, rip it. I mean, he knows what we're drawing, so maybe something good. Who? That's not it. That's not it, sir. Just yeah. So if I left click here, yeah, it'll ask you like which is play or like grip clamp path let's play. So plays front side, back side.
I think you for sure get in some damage with your Skyclave.
Yeah.
I think inside of combat, like after the damage is dealt, we maybe start ghost quartering the red sources or the green sources.
Sure.
I think it's the green sources. They could still have a mountain. They're very unlikely to have. Oh no! You weren't supposed to pass it back yet.
No.
So you want to use your phases.
Right.
So use your main phase to eat us the overgrown now, because you want the mana to fail to be used through steps.
Yeah.
Because they no stop the green sources.
The green source. This one.
Yeah.
This one. Overgrown tomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we can choke them off of green mana, which means no goyfs, no Assassin's trophies or anything like that.
Right.
No red and slippers.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
And then just the forest now.
Yeah.
No green. No red and 6. Oh, nothing. Wow. They run 2 swamps and a forest, and that's it?
Well, they probably don't run mountains because, like, the whole point is to fade Blood Moon. So they probably just run the basics that get out underneath Blood Moon.
Right. All right, we just pass, even though game actions here.
But we can beat everything but a K command now?
Yeah. There's Bobble. I like him playing Bobble there. Bobble on us. Okay.
If they don't put a creature here, we could force the Lurrus to chump block.
Yeah. Verdant Catacombs. So now we don't even need Lurrus to chump block.
So they have to have something.
They gotta have something. Shocked at 2.
It's got to be a K command, right?
Big K command.
What do they command on?
Ren 6.
Oh, Ren 6. You're just dead.
But you lose the game? Question mark?
Oh, they're going to kill Thalia and then maybe have Fatal Push. Fuck.
No way. No, they got nothing.
Oh,
then they attack with Lurrus 5?
They're going to 5. Got it.
Okay.
I'm like, what's happening here?
Yeah, I was like, wow, where's this series of plays?
Now you're in an interesting spot.
Ooh,
okay.
Okay.
Get the draw.
Nice.
Jeez.
I'm not a fan, but I think we gotta kill Ren.
No, I don't think you even acknowledge the Ren 6
Really?
anymore. I don't think so.
All right.
They can't do anything with it. None of the cards in their graveyard draw cards, right?
Bobble does.
No, I mean
like
lands.
Like lands? No.
Yeah.
This is
I think you just kind of kill them, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't
on
know.
that turn 2 clock.
That was like an actual perfect turn. Fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah. Now we're seeing the downside of our 23 lands, Lamau.
Yeah, you're flooding.
Oh yeah, they can buy Ren. That's correct. We don't even need to hit Ren. They'll just play it again. All right, we will fake out our planes for what a fake out card this is.
They know what it is, right? Didn't they bobble it?
No, they knew about the Sonic clearing. We drew this off the clearing. But they're gonna know what our next soft card is. This is our only mystery card. Yeah, they're gonna know. Okay. All right, so it's up to Apparition. They gotta find an answer, or they lose the game. Go get them, buddy. No, that's the worst. That's just the worst.
I think that's...
Dude, uptick. Oh, come on. That's so fun. All right. Why does the game make me click it? I've only got one creature. That could be game, unfortunately. That was a hell of a turn last turn. I guess we were supposed to attack with Thalia? I don't know. Maybe not still.
No, because they would have just gained 3 life back on the crackback.
Yeah.
You missed by 1 spell.
One spell we needed. Out of our 14 cards, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. Feels bad. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells. That's not statistically correct. We've been bamboozled.
Well, you just lost to the redundancy of their lurises. Like the lurises drew 1 million cards.
Yeah, they're at 38. We're at 46. So yeah, they've drawn like 8 more cards than us.
Yeah.
Damn you, Lurth. What is he doing? He's like in the like tank here.
I'm trying to think about, is there a way for you to kill him immediately on the crackback?
We have no hasters. We have an apparition that will kill Liliana of the Veil. Wisp gets a Maul launch, turns into a 5/3. Thalia does nothing. Arbor does nothing. Mystic does a little bit. Gets Batterskull, I guess. Archon maybe does something.
I think they're just waiting for you to scoop.
He has DC'd.
Oh no!
Oh, whoa, woe is me. I mean, I would hate to win like this, but hey, a win is a win. But that is a pretty bad time to be DCing when you're like one life. You've clearly stabilized.
So what do we talk about?
Here we are.
I think the ban list is always my favorite conversation.
Ban list.
I'm going to save that for tomorrow night with Karen's.
Have you seen those Walking Dead cards?
Oof. Dude, the white one is actually kind of sick.
It's actually good. Oh, he's. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if Humans is Legacy playable, but and I don't know if that card is playable in Legacy Humans, but
I mean, it hits all the check boxes. It does something when it hits the board.
Yeah,
it's got protection via Caracas.
Yeah, I mean, someone also pointed out that most cards are like other X, right? It's like, you know, like other merfolk, other humans, but Rick is just straight up just humans, yeah. So it counts himself.
Yeah, he's a Batterskull.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Like, the only thing that card was missing to just not be a complete blowout was to innately have Flash on its own. Then that's like the legacy version of Cryptic Command for creature decks.
Right, just white Cryptic.
It's like, yeah, I'll just go to 600.
Yeah.
First strike everything down.
All right. It's like, hey, I'll swing with my team. It's like, all right, Flash in Rick. Give my team first strike and lifelink.
I just love the idea of, like, the legacy posting having to show a deck that has Rick in it.
Right? It's like, yeah, I'm going to play Black Lotus and I'm going to and land, and then I'm going to crack Lotus, tap land, play Rick. And you're like, I guess I force of will Rick.
Yeah. I exile my Glenn, force your Rick.
Wow, Glenn is a blue card. That is a forced target right there. What the fuck? Holy shit, that's something else.
So opponent losing connection again.
He's joined the game. He played an Overgrown too. He is thinking about his future. About his life choices here.
Probably double queuing, so he's probably trying to catch up on his other game too.
Right, he's like, okay, this game is 1 on. Alright. Just tell me if I should concede opponent. Just you've seen my card, just tell me. Give it to me straight.
I mean, if it's Batterskull, maybe you have a chance.
Batterskull, I think, is our best draw. We're 1 of 4 Vigilance playing. Double bobble.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
Look how many cards.
Sure. Alright, we can concede here. We can concede. We have conceded to your power. Okay, so Lingering Soul is good.
Yeah.
Unearth is good.
Yep. Remorseful, Unearth.
Remorseful Cleric is good.
Remorseful Cleric, Champion's probably okay.
Champion is medium, I think, here.
I think the things that need to come out are Vile and
Yeah.
Wisp, right?
Yeah, because Wisp just gets rend down.
And then probably want the Fatal Pushes.
Yeah. Where do we cut now? We're up for like 11 here. Does Arbiter do enough? I've always felt soft on Arbiter against Ren decks.
Yeah, I would take Arbiter out.
Yeah.
I think you're turning into like black-white Stoneblade at this point.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
So yeah. So unless you want to cut something else for these Oriox, I think this is our.
You could like get rid of some of the Archons to bring the Ariox in.
Sure. Well, you know, we're here to like experiment a bit, so we're gonna try it.
Let's take all the Archons out and then see if we can get these Forge Tenders in.
Sure. There's a whole sideboard comes in 15 cards. And then what? Cut like one Giver for one more Forge Tender.
One Thalia maybe.
One Thalia. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like we're literally just turning into like black white. Like our opponent's not even going to be able to anticipate.
15 in, 15. Look at that curve. Mwah.
Look at that. The curve's good. The creature count's still really high.
20
creatures. You look like a legacy deck now.
This is great. I love it.
Maybe that's what the main deck was supposed to be.
We now see what our sideboard. Yeah. Yeah, next time, here's our sideboard, guys. We are sideboard D&T, main deck, Stoneblade.
That's hilarious. Sideboarding into D&T.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
We're black-white spirits. You got life gain. You got a curve.
Dude, sure. Look at these spirits.
Yeah.
Look at this Oriox champion, Lingering Souls value. This is
now
great.
You just gotta have your YouTube video with you with your hands on the side of your head going, we became spirits.
Whoa, transformative sideboard, black-white spirits? Broken and modern?
Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark.
Gone wild? Oh, man. That's magical.
Thutsies. Oh, Bobble first, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. See, he's already missequenced.
Ooh, you're about to get it.
Dude, this champion, you're about to look so dumb.
And they can't even discard into the Lingering Souls.
Right. Oh my God.
All right, now our deck needs Honor of the Pure.
Force of Virtue, let's go.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, you're doing the thing now. All right. Bam.
Well, I bet you feel real dumb, opponent. But you feel real dumb.
Yeah.
What's this doing, huh? Nothing.
Go ahead, play your turn 2 Tarmogoyf.
Yeah, come on. Do it.
You won't do it.
I would love to eat a Tarmogoyf. What, nothing? You got nothing. You were leaning on the Seal of Fire, huh? Well, Souls is looking pretty good now.
Oh, geez. I think you just play the Lingering Souls.
Yeah, same.
Because, like, Thalia, like, they could just bolt Liliana you, and then you're in trouble.
Right. I just want to shame the Seal of Fire into oblivion. Like, make them so upset.
Oh, yeah, there's that, too, yeah.
Just make them feel like a real Dumbo. Think like, man, why am I even playing this fucking card? Remember...
Damn.
Remember Lingering Souls opponent?
Ooh.
Always yes. Always yield. Give me that life. 21. Hell yeah. Let's go.
And a board. 21 and a board.
21 and 3 1-1s. Where's your god now?
It's like I'm in 2014 again.
Man, I loved when we played Souls in the sideboard. That was sick.
I played Souls in the main deck for like years. When I didn't have Stoneforges, man, that was my...
When the card is good, it is good. Oh, dude, lily me. Oh, come on. All right, well, we get to eat this now. Yeah, you can bobble, whatever.
Get your one bobble off.
Yarp. Yarp. Forge.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
So we have to go Forge Tender into Apparition, eat Luris?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So we'll attack first, right?
No, just
like attack these souls or whatever.
I would put the Forge Tender down now.
Alright.
See if it makes them want to
See
do
if they
anything
want
similar.
to pop this on one of my 1/1s.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
And now we can attack.
Now you can swing, yeah. Because it's RF Champion's got pro black from Loris.
Yeah. Do we want to keep this on Deeth though to stop like the 3 life?
What?
We want to keep
No,
this
you
back, right?
You gotta stop the bobble loops.
Right, because we're killing this regardless. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. We are
No
removing Loris
damage,
from
we're
the
taking
game.
it offline.
We hate Mishra's Bobble in this stream.
And then, yeah, just eat this stupid fucking cat.
Souls are looking pretty good these days.
Champion looking pretty good here.
Champion looking pretty saucy.
I hate it.
You hate that it's actually relevant.
Yeah. It's just it's one of these cards that's like it's never good in a healthy long term.
Do we save this? They get a 3/3 otherwise. A blue 3/3.
I guess the question is like, are we afraid of anger? And like,
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But I also don't know like, what's the value in keeping the Forge Tinder around then if we're not afraid of anger?
Yeah, I mean, I think we sack this.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
I think this is a fine play. Who's the source? This one. What? Oh, never from this. Okay, weird. Never seen that before. Alright, cool. My 2/2 lives on.
So basically, we just hope that they don't have Luris in the land here.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, then you have Remorseful Cleric to block the access of the yard.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Don't do it again. I swear to God. You're making me mad, opponent.
They might literally just be on 4 Luris.
Opponent, you're making me upset.
Which I'm not angry about.
Perfectly fine. Alright, yeah, they just blow this up, sure. You're 3/3. See if I care. At least we get to Cleric now and clean this up.
And we don't really care about the 3/3. We're gaining so much life.
You're getting a fair amount of life.
Cleric eat their yard. Oh, jeez.
Or we just eat this again.
Yeah, I think you just eat again. And now you just... yeah, you definitely eat again.
Yeah. We can't let this go on. And I like this, eat this, better than Cleric, sack.
Yeah.
This and this. Eat this thing. You got 2 of those, well, we got 2 of these.
Yeah. They're also like in a spot where they can't really attack with the illusion.
Yeah, so we sing back for way more, and we're at 24, and they're at 12 now. Alright, what now? If you have a 3rd Luris, I'm going to be real mad.
I mean, I think they're running 4 just from the consistency that we've seen them drop it.
I mean, yeah, both games, 2 Luris on the opening, like, 15 cards. Those quarter are silent clearing.
Absolutely.
Sure, I guess so. Bro, we got lands to spare.
They're helping us see more cards. We'll take it.
Fatal push. That's so rude. Alright, you get another 3/3 illusion. Sounds good. I'm at 25
Bring the
now.
life off of it.
We definitely do get life off of this. Yeah, you can push back to 22 if you want. Nice meme, opponent. Good meme there. Very good meme.
Nice.
We can't stop drawing these. I think it's Souls Cleric.
Yeah, Remorseful Cleric, either Flashback, Lingering Souls, or play Thalia.
I want to say it's Flashback Souls. It's more aggressive.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it'll use the black mana that you don't have to worry about it again.
Yeah, sure. I don't have to sweat about it.
Yeah.
So we will just attack first with our flying boys. And then if they do draw the 3rd Luris, we at least have an answer for their yard.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we have 4/6 flying power, which is pretty good.
Yeah, we still have swords in the deck. You know, it'd be nice to draw them.
Yeah. Give us one sword, please. There they be.
Yeah.
And
then this like doesn't have to eat the yard yet. Yeah, Remorseful Cleric is such a good sideboard creature.
I do like the instant speed rip effect.
Yeah.
Because now your opponent is incentivized to blow a removal spell on this before it does anything, and then you still get to blow up their current yard.
I think it's better than people give it credit for. I mean, in our style deck, obviously, if you're in blue-white control,
yeah,
it's not what you want.
I'm definitely on the cleric train. Wow, discard a card, 2 damage.
And give them Thalia, sure.
So yeah, we just blow this up first.
Yeah. Lingering Soul's point is weight hard right now.
Actually, this card's huge. All right, bye Thalia. We don't need you. Watch now, opponents. Wow, always with these baubles. How many? Alright, I guess 2 is fine. Yeah, look at our card, whatever, who cares? So we're on a 3-turn clock.
All you need is to put Maul on this Aryok champion, and I'm just going to tuck myself in.
Get ready for bed. Goodbye, opponents.
Unearth would be really good too.
Gee, so good.
Black Splash might have some answers here.
Right? Unearth, Cleric.
Fatal pushes for a lot of stuff. I actually think I might be sold on experimenting with the micro Black Splash.
Yeah. This is definitely a better attempt than my first iteration. I do like the Souls sideboard plan.
We do have to we still get blown up by things like Plague Engineer, but
sure.
That's not the part that blows us out.
Sure. All right. Please down tick. Well, now they did.
I think they don't have a choice in that situation.
All right. So buy one of these spirits.
They can swing with one illusion, but not both.
Yeah. Again, no, they're afraid.
Okay.
So option 1 is to bop this down and then deal 2, or we eat it with Skyclave.
No, you definitely don't want to give him another 3/3.
Yeah, so we can just sandbag this.
Ooh,
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, well,
2 at player, 1 at Lily. Stoneforge, go grab.
Yeah, he is tapped
Sword or Maul? I think it's Maul. If you get Maul on the Aryok, I think they're both swinging at Thalia right now.
Okay.
Oh, no, they're not. Okay.
This is so awkward.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
We're good.
Your life total's healthy. You got answers for days. And then you could create lethal here.
Yeah, so Stoneforge in a sec. Grab them all. Gain some more life.
Alright.
Yes, we would like to use this ability. We'll go right Maul. Beauty, alright. So anyway.
Yeah.
Off to you, good sir.
It's like, yeah, you thought you were all spliffy last time when you lurised for 40 turns in a row. Now
yeah, where's your lurist? No.
Oh, there they are. They're blue 3/3s.
Part looking like blue illusion tribal.
I will say, I'm really interested in the grind factor from Luris and Lingering Souls. Imagine if you had Luris as a top deck play here still.
Yeah, there's an argument for Luris over Unearth, or even a mix, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure. Alright, so I mean, if this is anger, I guess that feels bad, but I guess we still have champion, I guess.
I think we still went through an anger.
But, yeah, we'll take 6, going to 19. You're going to have to do a little bit more damage than that opponent. It is anger. Okay, sure.
Yep.
Sure, sounds good.
Yeah.
Meet Aryok champion. Renin 6.
Sure.
Black and red opponent. Don't forget about that. 2 colors.
I guess you still have to watch out to losing to a Liliana.
Yeah. So I mean, do we eat the Ren then and hit him for
Let,
1?
let's draw the card first.
Let's see if we can get something good off of here. Another missing.
Okay. So I like playing Skyclave Apparition and eating Ren and 6 and just keep bashing with Champ.
Yeah, I think so too.
That way you don't just die to a Liliana. Like
Yeah, I don't want to get blown out and just lose the game.
Yeah, that's what happened to us last time, right? We were just like, all right, we're ahead. And then they're just like, oh, Liliana's Edict is probably the most broken thing you could put on a Planeswalker.
Yeah.
That Edict effect, man, is insane.
It's very strong.
I think the Edict effect is less scary if it didn't have the plus, too.
Yeah. Right, because, like, if the Liliana ends up clearing your board, how do you come back from that? Because it's going to get the guaranteed uptick next turn, and then, like, you have to somehow fight through your opponent's dudes still.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sad state to be in if you're if the board is empty and Liliana's sitting there. You're like, well, fuck.
All right, crack it. Come on, draw a card to crack. That's good for us.
Draw that card. I bet you want to draw that card, opponent. Goyf?
Sure.
That's a big Goyf, but we don't care about that.
We kind of do, actually.
But we win, though, with Maul.
Yeah, if they have nothing.
Well, they have to kill Champion.
What's that?
They have to kill Champ somehow. With the green.
No. Like, yeah, they could blow up the equipment and then.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You'd be swinging a vulnerable creature into
a 1/1 in. So what do you think it is then?
I think here you just put the Maul on the Skyclave and see if it gets through. Like, don't swing with the Champ.
Okay.
Like, the lack of a concession from your opponent there makes me feel like they have something.
That's fair. They could be trying to bait us into being a big Dumbo. All right, opponent, Are you dead? No, they didn't have it.
So, I mean, but still, like, we wanted to play the right play there. I don't think there's anything to change about the board, right?
No, I like this, like, 15 out, 15 in. Every card we saw was relevant. You know, Force Tender was relevant, Cleric was relevant, Orc Champion is a fucking all-star, Souls is like an all-star, so drawing Unearth or Push there would have been fine. It's great. There's some big brain magic here. Now we'll see what they want to do against our Orzhov Stoneblade deck now.
Sorry, I stepped away for a minute. Sorry.
All good, all good.
Huh, interesting.
I mean, we have Souls and we have Mystic and Thalia. 2 paths.
I don't love this hand. I think it goes back.
Yeah.
It's really slow and dirtily.
That's fair. All right, we'll try the mulligan.
I like this better.
All right, I admit this looks immediately better.
Yeah.
So keep this, put back a quarter?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right, I would love for you to turn 1 discard me, opponent.
Yeah, like there's no good discard.
No. All of this sucks.
Yeah, I think every card except for Unearth, I think is just like they can't really aim it.
Yeah, like what do they do?
Turn 2 Ren and 6 could be annoying.
Turn 2 Ren would be unfortunate for us. So give us Plains and give it to them. We're giving it back. But I mean, turn 2 Ren is good against most, if not all decks.
Yeah. No, Goyf would be fine.
Goyf.
Perfect.
Nice. All right, cool.
Thalia?
Yeah, I'm down for Thalia because they will probably kill this somehow. If they bullet turn, killing Thalia.
Go back on curve and remorseful. Yeah, I think this is great.
Yeah. And the next turn we can like Cleric Unearth.
I think they have to kill Thalia.
There it is. Yeah. Push. Sure.
And the next one you can play Souls.
We take a little bit of damage here. That's fine.
Oh, geez, yeah. I think it's Souls, and then next turn you have Flashback Stoneforge or Flashbacks Remorseful Cleric or whatever.
Yeah.
You do want to find like a removal spell at some point, maybe. Or I guess you could rely on the Remorseful Cleric for that. Like taking one more hit here is fine.
Yeah.
Our champion, maybe he's really good in this exact match.
It's not the great. It was good last game when they were in the more controlling spot. When they have a Geist Smasher was, our champion's a little worse than before.
Is this a Liliana tick down? Whoa.
Changing his mind. He's gonna sack his
Whoa!
Sure, opponent. That sounds good to me.
Whoa! Whoa!
Another Peeland. Sure. Whoa!
What went on?
Dude, what is his hand? Is it all lands?
Hold on. Hold the front door.
Right. Oh, nice. We gonna eat this?
Yeah. You just eat this thing?
So we can eat Unearthed Thalia?
Thalia, yeah.
Hell yeah. This is dope.
All right.
You're liking this deck now?
You've got my attention. I'm sitting upright.
First you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
All right. And then you do have to watch out for an anger.
Yeah, we do know that they run anger now.
So Forge Tinder is great. They're nowhere near Aluris.
They're galaxy away from Aluris doing anything.
They might be on Flood. That might have been what this was.
I think so. I think they just got Fistful of... Fistful of Lands. Meanwhile, we killed their Goyf and we put 4 power into play, one of which being Thalia. That was a turn.
Yeah, we're playing. This is like legacy power. Come on, take 2.
Oh, yeah, it comes in tapped. Hello.
You know what else? You can actually take them off the anger mana because they showed us that they don't have mountain in their deck.
Yeah, we can field ruin the Blackleaf Cliffs.
So I think let's see what we draw. No, dude, I'm super interested now.
I'm ready.
All right. Okay.
So we can go swing in first.
Yeah, and then I think you're gonna field after you deal damage. So while you're still in combat.
Yes, I have my stop set up.
We have to use our phases like spells in this matchup.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing something. Fatal push on Thalia. We figured this might happen.
Sure.
We did anticipate this happening.
So damage is dealt field before you pass on the mountain, right?
Yeah, the cleave.
If we tap our black source.
Right. Because we're playing what, Mystic or Cleric next?
Either way, it won't matter.
Because it's either Mystic, Cleric, or Souls.
Yeah. I don't think we're playing Souls here.
Yeah. I think I'd like I think I'd like maybe Mystic here. I
like Cleric because we're gonna have 5 mana, so we can then Jitsu in like Maul or Sword later. Like if we just do it now, they can just thought seize it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd rather them just eat my Stoneforge than eat my small amounts of my Stoneforge package.
Yeah.
Because any of the swords we draw are still good off the top.
Yeah. So just Cleric then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if they play Luris, we just nuke their yard.
I think you play the land. Are they gonna uptick Liliana? Who gives a shit?
I would love Liliana uptake. 3 mana fog, sure, opponent. All right, so they're actually a millennia away from anger as well.
Yeah, the anger plan is over. That's already gone. I think now it's single-handedly Plague Engineer is the only card we care about.
Plague Engineer would be pretty actually bad for us. You better not have just Jinx us into Plague Engineer.
No, we still can beat it.
We're fine. Colgan's Command.
Is it discard a card? Sure.
Yeah, 2 damage, discard a card on Skyclave. All right, sure, whatever. All right, bye Stoneforge. It was good seeing you. You have a 2/2. How's that sound, opponent?
All of our creatures fly.
Yeah, we're gonna beat you for 4.
We're gonna draw the sword right now.
Right here. All right.
All right, this one we can hold. I think
we can sandbag this one. I don't think we play Souls yet, though. I think we just hit them for 4. If they remove one more thing, then we can play the second copy of Souls. Alright, opponent. What you got? Where you at?
I might have been wrong about playing the land, but
I mean, we can play anything that we draw, I think.
you know.
The only punishment is Stoneforge Mystic and then specifically grabbing Fire and Ice. But even then, I don't think we have the mana to play it, so.
This might be them going for anger.
It's a big anger play. Oh, down to 4. This looks like a desperation anger here.
Yeah.
Oh, green?
I don't know why they're
red?
for combat, though.
Red. Okay, sure. Sure.
Yeah, eat their yard.
I mean, alright, I guess we'll blow this up then. Alright, now I think we smack them for 2, play Second Souls.
Yeah, let's see.
If we draw just like garbage here.
I mean, the Lingering Souls, or Ren down ticking with Souls is kind of scary too.
Yeah. Path.
Okay.
Not the greatest play.
I think you're right. I think we extend our whole situation here, hit them for 2, and play the back half to Souls.
Yeah.
If they anger us, maybe we're supposed to take down the Ren and 6 then, because if they anger, they don't have anything
wins the game.
With.
Yeah, I think I like stopping them from winning the game. I think just hitting Ren here is probably force them to blow removal on one of my spirits. You want to keep Ren around. They are gonna blow removal on my spirit. Whoa! Oh. You never see it, huh? We will take a land, thank you.
You do need to get out of these fucking lands, though. Jesus.
Yeah, we have a lot of lands now.
Alright, so get back half a Lingering Souls.
Yeah, go back up to 3 Ghosties.
Yeah, I think I might have screwed us over with that Stoneforge line.
I don't know. I think I still liked that play that we made. I think it's still fine. I'm sure Colgan's command is whatever, but it is what it is. Okay, sweet. That's good.
Yeah, Ren down.
That's no Anger the Gods. That's just
no. They could lure us. Oh, okay.
Alright, sure. I mean, we have Path for Luris.
Desperate lines.
But yeah, I guess they can. Wow. Okay, sure. They are getting desperate.
You got one card in hand.
Oh my god, actually, what the fuck? Alright,
this is
now
okay. We still have grind power. We still have reasonable grind power.
Yeah, we have a lot of live draws here. Down tick on my spirit. Okay. Alright, you successfully traded 3 cards for my 3, or for my 1 card.
Yeah. Do we just take this hit off of this illusion?
I think so. I mean, we're at 11.
Yeah.
We have lots of stuff that blocks this.
Batterskull?
Any creature. That's a pretty good one.
Wow. There it is.
That's a pretty good one.
You just get to jam it all. Batterskull and woo!
Yep. Batterskull. And just play this right now. Alright, so that was a pretty good draw as far as draws go.
I guess there's also an argument for like sort of Fire and Ice because it equips that same turn, but I think the like widespread more creatures is probably better.
Yeah, I think I guess a Lily we want to force this. Fatal Push.
Sure,
Oh my
fine.
god.
That's fine. I think. Now it's like 1,000,001 cards just win this game on the spot. Fatal Push, Path.
Yeah, you do nothing. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Give her a runes.
So equip.
Yeah. 2.
Swing out opponent.
Yeah, make you block. Sure.
Play Giver. They'll down tick. We'll give them a giver.
And so you have to fade a live spell one time, like live removal one time.
I mean, it's got to be like, it has to be K command. Like, I don't know what else it could be. I don't think there's any other spell than K command. Yeah. Do you draw your next card real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious to see like.
Oh. We're drawing gas. Look at that.
All right.
Sweet.
So, one turn of misplay. Game 1, they didn't deserve to win. They barely got through that.
Yeah.
All right. We got significantly owned by black prow.
Yeah, red-black, the prowess, shadow, scourge deck is like a mix, right?
But we're fighting and grinding through all this other stuff. We got humans really good. We did. What was our first round opponent?
I think first round was humans. This was it was blue-red prowess.
Yeah, that's right.
Blue-red, we did sauce.
Humans, Scourge, and then Jund.
Yeah.
All right. This deck's grinding. This deck's pulling its weight.
It's performing.
Yeah. I think I might need to slow down a little bit because I'm looking at some of these sequences, maybe from an angle that's not correct. Like, I'm not used to like having every card have a back half to it, like Lingering Souls and Unearth being able to be redemption cards. Like, like on mono white, you're kind of forced to like, you're not allowed to lose resources. Like every card matters significantly because you can't get it back.
Yeah, the black white plan definitely gives you a lot more grind out of the sideboard, like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's just like
I can't believe these Lingering Souls literally just came through and fireballed their way through.
Right? They blew like an Assassin's Trophy, a Ren 6 down tick, a Liliana down tick, and a Fatal Push against our Lingering Souls.
No, an Assassin's Trophy and a Assassin's Trophy, Liliana, K Command. Was one of them K Command?
K Command took out our cleric.
Yeah.
But,
which was just a glorified spirit with black outfit on it.
Yeah, this is a spirit with one extra toughness, one extra power.
Yeah, that was something.
Right? It's like, okay, you play your Goyf, I'll just keep flying over and hitting you for like 4 returns.
I do really like the way spirits looks in this deck sideboard, and it's like pseudo free to get to.
I mean, yeah. And this is one of the few black cards where if you don't draw your black lands, like you're still casting the front half, and then you just wait.
Yeah, by the time you need the black side, you should have access to it.
Yeah. Play first.
Run the play.
That's a good start. I like playing first. Oh, he's got a companion. Glorious, of course.
I still like this hand on the play.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends which Loris deck it is.
Turn 2 Thalia is always good.
Yeah. We got a good curve.
Yeah, I dig it. All right, we'll keep it. And we'll play our planes. It's off to you. Bomberman 99. I feel like I've seen that name somewhere before. Not just like Bomberman the character. I mean like on MTGO.
It's a legacy deck.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Oh, he said good luck. We'll give him the U2. We're gonna need it though. Thoughtseize. Well, there goes Stallion.
Well, the good news is whatever they take is always the top card of your library. So
right,
it should just be a Thalia popping right back up in replacement. They might take Apparition.
They might. How much do they hate this new card?
I mean, it's a really strong card.
Yeah, like if they have removal, they might take Apparition, and then we'll play Thalia. Next turn, they'll bolt it or like whatever, and then yeah, then we have no Apparition. He's thinking about it.
Right, because I think the idea is like how much does Thalia actually get in their way?
Yeah,
they can keep the turn off bolter.
It is wow, feels bad.
It's okay.
Drawing cards, sure. There's Arbiter.
Oh, yeah, I like this. Thalia, they're gonna take the turn. No, play the Ghost Quarter.
Okay.
Because remember, they could play Scourge.
Yeah, gotta preserve the life total.
Yeah. So I think they'll take the turn killing her, and then you just get to potentially ninjutsu in Arbiter and start going after their mana?
Yeah. Blow up their stuff.
Because their mana is pretty fragile.
They have a lot of 2-drops. We know this because of this.
Yeah. Oh, play a creature. Come on. Come on, just slam a creature. Play a land tapped or something.
Yeah. Oh. Do something. Just chill out over there. Throw your turn away. Come on. You can do it.
It's like they forgot to realize they had to deal with the Thalia after
right, they're like, wait, he can play Thalia on turn 2, excuse me?
Yeah. Whoops.
What the fuck? I mean, like, sometimes when I use, like, discard spells, like Thoughtseize or, like, Scholar Right, I only really look at, like, the highlighted cards and, like, oh, like, that's their hand. Yeah. There's always, like, grayed out lands that are, like, off to the side, and he's like, wow, his hand is just Thalia, Sword Fire and Ice, Skyclave.
Yeah. They like, thank you, Mulligan.
Jeez, that's a pretty big think. Goblin guy.
Whoa.
Oh my god. This poor man.
Draw land that doesn't deal damage to you.
What are we? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. All right. So you play field, tap field and plains.
Yeah.
Get your opponent.
Yes. All right, now don't crack. Just let it resolve. Oh, he saw it. Okay.
Somebody saw it.
He saw the line.
Yeah.
Nice blood crypt.
Ooh, okay.
Shock it in for what? This? You know, he can play anything. Gut shot? That's not good enough.
No, they're doing it so that they can get their Death Shadows down.
All right. So he's ghost score this.
Yeah. And then just sit back on defense, I guess.
Just chill.
Because like even if they take this turn to play their Death Shadow, they have to know you. They know you have 2 silent clearing, so field will just Ponza them out of this universe. So yeah. I imagine we're going to take this turn off again.
Yeah, they know that we have the follow up.
Yeah, or they're immediately going after Arbiter right now, or they're scooping.
If they actually have no lands here.
I mean, they never got a chance to get like a snowball of card draw going, so there's a chance that they got stuck on lands.
Yeah, they've only drawn. Well, I mean, thanks to their fetches, they are 13 cards deep instead of our 9.
Yeah. But they've already found some of the actual land resources. Like the deck already
he's taken 3 lands out of his deck already.
Yeah, and they only run 19, I think.
Dude, does he think about conceding?
I'd like that. I'd like that a lot.
Goblin Guide is interesting, though. I haven't seen Goblin Guide show up before.
I'm curious as to what that even means.
Are they, what, like red, black, burn then? Like, are they running, like, Bump in the Night?
They might be running that 1-drop that's, like, pick a land up. When
yeah. That, like, BC Boy? Alright. Yeah, shot that in, sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a good... We knew there was a good chance that was going to happen. Right?
Yeah, we figured that might happen. I mean, they kind of had to. Thanks, Solodoc. Give us that good luck.
Ooh. I think you definitely just Ponza a land here.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Let's do one of these tricks.
Because they can't really do anything too spectacular with the mana. And
that's it.
You know. Don't know exactly what it is we need to hit, but man, hitting it soon would be nice.
Yeah, hitting something. I don't know what it is, but when I see it, I'll know it when I see it.
It's these matchups that really make me not like Canopy, though.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing so much dancing around our own mana base that they can't drop a freaking demon on us.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky here with our fields and ghost quarters. Yeah. Where if we didn't have these and we were tapping our lands anyway, we'd probably be down to like 17 maybe.
Yeah. We've cast 2 spells, and then we cast a field. I don't know. If we had a silent clarion in there, we would definitely be at least at 18.
Yeah. So like a free hit from this like guy that they will take lovingly. So sometimes these clearings it's like it's like 1 life whatever, but it like adds up.
Maybe buying lures.
All right,
okay.
We can take our sword then, I guess.
That makes our decisions a lot easier for us.
Yeah, we know what we're doing next turn. Also, paying 2 mana to Thought Seize us. Oh, there's Shadow. Okay, hello.
All right.
So it is Shadow with Goblin Guide. Interesting.
Yeah.
Goblin Guide Shadow. Sure, why not? All right. Well, we crack this, I guess.
We gotta take a redraw.
Yeah,
Try and find a path, maybe.
Try again. Well, now.
Yeah, you got it.
23 lands. Out of our 13 cards, we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of our lands. Hooray. There's 50.
Whoa. Okay.
Interesting.
That definitely means they have mutagenic growth, but I still think you're blocking Goblin. Holy shit, dude.
Another one. Yeah, I think we're blocking Goblin Guide here. We'll attempt to take our free hit here. Free kill. Please give... Oh, no. Wait, dismember? Oh, no. It is growth. Okay, sure.
I don't know. There's no way for you to come out of this. There was never a way for you to come out of this.
So, Apparition is not bad?
No, I'm just saying, like, as far as, like, profitably, like, not blocking or blocking.
Yeah, we had to do something there. And this, at least... this was still our best block. Because we block here, they just growth Goblin Guide anyway, or Shadow, and then this still kills Thalia, so... We really did take the best to worst scenario there. Nice.
Just redraw for a path?
Yeah, I like that. Path Exile.
Ugh, I don't know what you're supposed to do here.
Probably still Thalia. Hope for the best.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to block something, right? We're at 7, 8, 9, 10. If they have 1 spell, yeah. Giver would have to block anyway, so. Alright, so show us a bolt, fatal push, any of that variety of cards opponent. Thought Seize. Oh, that makes Shadow big enough to kill us. So yeah, now it's the Trump Shadow, I guess. And then we're still waiting for a removal spell for Shadow. Yeah, 9, 10, 11, yeah. So we have to... Bomac Courier, come on, man. Land. Giver runes. Okay, we're dead.
Yeah. I mean, that was just...
That was unfortunate. Okay.
Rinse and repeat.
Do we just do that, like, 15-card thing? No.
The only ones not coming in are Remorseful Cleric.
Okay, yeah, so these...
But I would say Vials out, Wisp out, Arbiter out.
Yeah, because they are still a 2-color deck, so... Ooh, we need 1 more card out. Or we gotta maybe cut 1 Souls? Or no, one Unearth?
No, keep the Unearth. You could cut a Souls.
Alright, cut 1 Souls, yeah. Because Thalia is important. I think the rest of these cards are too good to give up.
Yeah. This looks good.
And there it is. Heck yeah. We're playing first.
Jeez. Look at how the shuffler treats us.
Actually, what have we done to get this hand? What is this?
Yeah.
So we got a mulligan, right? This is a mulligan.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man.
Okay.
I mean, all right.
Yeah.
This is not bad, actually.
I think you pitched the mall.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Sure. Mono Fortuner. Let's go.
And then I think you lead on our Giver. Whoa! Don't skip your turn.
That was close. Our opponent helped us out by not F6ing. I've done that once, and it felt pretty bad.
I think it happened exactly once to me, and I lost my match because of it, and that never ever happened ever again.
Yeah, you're like, oh wait.
Yeah, I'm an F2 champ now.
F2, yeah, two's pretty good. I like two. Swifty spear, bobble.
Okay.
Yep. We take our two here, sure. Bobble on
Themselves.
us.
Oh, okay.
So he knows what this card is.
Cool.
Sure.
I think it's a white source, Stoneforge.
I think we can still play this on the white side.
What?
Yeah, I think we still play this on the white side.
Yeah, that's what I
we
was
have
saying.
black here. Okay, yeah.
Because we don't need the white anytime or the black anytime soon.
Yeah.
And that demon growing is really problematic for us.
Yeah. So we have Battle Skull here.
Yeah. If it forces them to take the turns off just to like try and get in our hand,
yeah,
it's still valuable. And the next turn we can have Forge Tinder with Batter Skull lined up and ready to go.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice.
I have to imagine they can Thoughtseize this.
I anticipate Thoughtseize here. Otherwise, they need 2 removal spells. Which, I mean, also likely. Alright, Bobble's a good start. I like Bobble. I'm telling you now, there, Barman, this Swiftspear is going to smash us all day.
I think Bobble needs to like leave the format. I don't think this is healthy for Modern.
I mean, I've always been in the camp where if a card costs 0 mana, there's a high chance that it's broken.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, all the cards in the past that have been broken, a lot of them have been ways that you cheat it into play without paying anything for it. Whether it's like a restriction or a gimmick or whatever. But bottom line is that it costs 0 mana and you get to play it. So Bobble just seems less egregious than things like, I don't know, Hogak or like Phoenix and Face of Loot and looting.
Yeah.
Alright. What, you think we're dumb? We're gonna block here, buddy? Hell no.
I mean, they're supposed to try.
Yeah, they're supposed to try to bait us into being bad. No land, please. Aw, feels bad. That's okay.
They're gonna play their demon.
There's the demon. All right, Bobbly boy. Ooh.
Oh, geez. Okay. I think you just eat the demon.
I think so too.
Because they play Apostle's Blessing too, so like you don't want to later in the game try and do it, and they're just like, haha, like.
Yeah, I've been brought out once. I'm thinking like, what the fuck? Like Apostle's Blessing? Like, you gotta be kidding me! Like, who plays that card anymore?
They definitely run. I think 1 or 2 main. No, oh yeah, you're attacking. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah,
it makes sense to attack. Sorry.
Because I don't want to block with anything, so we'll just bop them here.
It was just very scary looking. I was like, wait, what part of the... I was like, is the demon gone yet? I looked down for 1 second. I just saw
what phase are we at? What's going on? What are you doing? Don't intentionally throw.
You're like, this game's not interesting enough. Let's go ahead and...
Yeah, we're winning too good. Let's just give our opponent a chance here. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah.
I'm also like, just in mono white, I'm like really looking at Spell Scout again. I think protecting Apparition is like looking more and more important more often.
Yeah, like, okay, yeah, because there's games where the 1/1 and the 2/2 we can ignore. It's the 3/3 and the 4/4 that sometimes like gets us a little bit. I find.
Yeah, I feel like the only time we're supposed to take 3/3s or 4s offline is like if it's critical to like you're gonna lose the game to like Liliana or Ensnaring Bridge.
Yeah, it's gonna be like those big cards. Yeah, like Bridge, Luris, Karn, Liliana, that kind of bullshit.
Well, yeah, it definitely does feel bad.
But yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna take this hit.
Yeah. All right, 3 growths, 2 bolts in hand.
Yeah. Well, No, they have Kozilek's Return. They're trying to beat you.
To being a big baby. Fatal Push on Giver.
Yeah, so they're making you determine what color you're supposed to protect the Stoneforge with.
Yeah.
I think it's just red.
I think so too. But they'll just like respond here anyway. So yeah, there's bolt. Okay.
I still think this is fine. Like you're gonna put double Forge Tenders into play this turn.
Yeah. They can hopefully stall for long enough.
If they don't play another threat, we're at least swinging back now too.
Yeah. For 2. Nice. Okay. Well, we at least get to 2 of them.
Nice.
1 land closer to a Batterskull.
That's right. I think you swing first.
Okay. Whoops. Whoops. We'll play 1 and then swing.
Because they didn't see these, right?
No, I don't think they know about these.
Maybe don't play the other one. Because I do think they have Kozilek's Return.
Right, and this dies to that.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. We'll play it cool. I mean, they only have the 1 attacker right now, so the second one is a little bit redundant. So I can buy just chilling on it for a sec. Yeah, see, these are the kind of plays that I don't really think about when I'm playing. Like sometimes, I don't know. I'm not very good at like anticipating what my opponent might have.
Yeah. Those are things that like I've been blown out 1,000,001 times too.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I've seen it, I felt it, feels awful.
Yeah, you've been burned too many times. Right? Sure.
Land. Oh, okay.
I mean, not bad.
Yeah.
We just play souls.
Yeah, I like just throwing that online. Just leaving.
They gotta have something, right?
The part that gets scary is like you could throw this other Forge Tender into play, and then they're just like play Luris, start Mishra's Bobbling, and then if they have a mutagenic growth, they can get the Luris to outsize the Kozilek's Return.
Right.
So I don't know, like, you're at 12.
We're at 12.
I don't know that there's any value to throwing your whole hand away. I think you just let it go. I think you just pass the turn.
I think so too.
Like, you're creating pressure. They still haven't actually dealt damage.
Yeah. With their still singular threat, I think I'm still feeling fine about chilling with the 1 Force Tender. But yeah, them Luris Bobbling is not great for us.
We at least have pressure now, which is good. Ariok Champion would have made this a lot better.
Yeah. Champ off the top. I mean, there's a lot of good draws here.
Yeah.
But worst case scenario, we just souls again. Yeah, there's that.
Like, the baubles are outrageous.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, them tricking prowess is just a little bit, like, silly. You'd think prowess would be, like, just instants and sorceries, but no, it's just, like, any non-creature spell.
I mean, maybe we do have to bring the Remorseful Clerics in. I don't know.
For this nonsense. You'd think that, I mean, in this kind of matchup, we have 4 paths, 2 pushes. You think that as long as we can kill Luris, like, we don't need the clerics, right?
Yeah.
It all hinges on Luris.
We maybe don't run enough removal for that plan.
Maybe 6. I mean, 6 plus the 4 Skyclips, like 10. That's got to be enough, right? That's like in like obscene amount.
Probably back, sure.
Yeah, you do this trick again. Why not?
Luris now also has life gain, which is really frustrating.
Yeah. But I guess we get to block with Skyclave if he wants to swing him.
Well, if he's swinging with Luris, that's probably they clearly are gonna have.
Yeah, that's the awkward bit. Yeah, if they swing, then they clearly have something.
He's about to put 2 cards back in his hand after this. I hate this shit so much.
Yeah.
All right, so something's on the top of your library because they're reading it still.
They're looking at it like, what is that?
It's something that there's definitely
Really?
concerned about. Oh, you definitely blocked this.
Interesting. Are you about to get blown out by what? Stomp? Teamer Battle Rage.
Sack it and prevent the damage.
Alright, yeah, sure. I dig it.
Yeah. I mean, we have backup copies.
This thing.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, which one of these red things do I click? It's this one. Alright, sweet. So, no damage for us. Feels good. Alright, they go back up to 3 cards.
Yeah, fucking circus, dude. Okay.
So, 2 options. 1, Battle Skull.
I think summoning Batter Skull is great here.
Yeah?
I think so.
Alright. Yeah, because the other option is like Force Tender plus Souls.
It's just an overextend, I think, if you do that. You just get in with your 2 spirits.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Like, if they kill the Batter Skull, like, I mean, I don't know what other options we had.
Yeah.
But we want to be efficient with our mana in the next turns. I think just F6 here, yeah.
Yeah. You have no
Let them spin. Shields are down.
We are tapped our opponent. We do not run Force of Virtue. Yeah. Bobbling again. Getting up to 5 cards. So yeah, they're like a full like 10 cards deeper than we are, which is pretty unfortunate. There's a shadow. Hello, sir.
Ooh, if you draw a land, you could just send the spirits upstairs. Like with bolt protection.
Right. Play Burrington, put it on the boy, go for 6.
Uh-oh, what's this? Okay. Dude, are you supposed to just go for this? All right, let's see what you draw.
They're on 2 cards. I think we go for it.
Play the land, or before you play the land, just play the Forge Tender. And then, yeah, just move it to a spirit, and then we cross our fingers.
Here we go. Make this scourge a little bit bigger. No push one time. Okay. Do we attack with both?
Still not lethal, but this is dangerous.
I think we have to attack with just the one.
What?
I think we attack with just one.
Okay.
I mean,
sure.
If we attack with both, they can't fetch.
No, you're right. It's an extra blocker. Do it.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, it doesn't improve our clock at all.
It means they can't fetch. That's... Oh, no.
Path? Really? Really? Okay. Alright, sure.
You're dead. Jeez, that's annoying.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, we'll take our land. Thank you. That's combat, I guess. Interesting. They happen to have...
They have everything.
They had it all. They had it all.
Unreal.
They got the threats. They got the removal. This deck is very good. Holy. Honestly, did not see this card from Zendikar becoming a thing. Everyone's like, wow, like 2-mana Shadow? Like, that sucks. And then here we are. Alright.
Come on, play out your last spell. Oh, okay. See how they swing here.
Big boy. Big boy. Little one. Little one.
Oh, jeez.
They swing with Larissa, I'm very scared. He's doing the math. Have you heard that math is for blockers? There it is. Okay.
So, is there a skyclave in your yard?
No.
It might be worth trying to kill the skyclave so it can eat something back. It's like the skyclave could block the scourge.
Yeah. Yeah, bust it, and then maybe we get unearthed. We can, like...
Well, you might not even be getting an option here.
Their last card? One card left?
If they're slow rolling the Temur Battle Rage, I'm going to be infuriated.
It's going to be a tilter. I mean, we are tapped out, no cards in hand. Like, this is the opponent. Bolt.
Okay. That doesn't change anything, I don't think, really. So they have no cards in hand, right?
They are empty-handed currently.
All right.
How do we not die?
So the Forge Tender can block the Scourge and then prevent the damage from one of the Swift Spears, and then you keep your Spirit, and then you have enough to
6, 7, 8.
What?
So yeah, we block here, sack on this one. We take 8 down to 1.
Yeah, then you equip Batter Skull, redeploy Lingering Souls next turn. I mean, that's what we have.
It's the play.
Yeah. It's the only play. There's no other play available to us, unfortunately.
This is the play that we have now.
Sheesh.
Oh, no, they have a fetch. Wow, we're
fuck. Sorry.
No, that was also my bad. I forgot about this fetch land. I mean, I think we were dead anyway. Yeah, there's the 9/9 Death Shadow. Well, we'll do our plan anyway, because we follow through with our promises on this stream. Magic is a hard game. And there it is.
What was our next card?
Oh, let's see. Land.
Jeez. Yeah.
So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We would have Flashback Souls.
So is the only deck we lost to the red-black one?
Sorry, say again?
Did we only lose to red-black? Like,
correct.
Was the other map that lost red-black too?
Correct.
Huh, interesting.
Good to know. This. So I guess we are specifically weak to this deck here.
Yeah. Jeez, yeah. I don't know what the correct answer is. Like, part of me feels like it's maybe like Ghostly Prisons or something. I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do in this matchup.
But this, yeah, feels very awkward sometimes. Where it's just like, yeah, all this stuff gets killed, and they have so many threats that just get huge, right?
Yeah, their threats are so cheap. We can't keep life gain happening relevant enough.
Yeah, like I mean, both games we had the scenario where Batterskull was a chumper, which is pretty bad for us.
Yeah.
Right, the fact that our 4/4 Vigilant Lifelinker doesn't do anything is pretty unfortunate.
Honestly, I'm like really starting to think like Spirit Link might be the answer.
Spirit Link?
Yeah.
That's the like aura?
Yeah. Read it real quick.
Like the Boggles card?
Yeah. But go ahead and read that one more time.
1 white mana, enchantment aura, enchant creature. Whenever enchant creature deals damage, you gain that much life. I mean, slap it on their shadow, I guess.
Or their Scourge.
Slap it on anything and it turns it off, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, because like then we can put it on our own stuff if we're ahead. We can put it on their stuff when we're behind.
Yeah.
We can lure with it. I don't know. I just don't know
how else we're supposed to get through some of this shit. I really don't.
Yeah.
Like,
This double shadow is plus the like swift spears. It's like all these things need to die, or be like dealt with in some way.
like I feel like we can beat the Swift Spear side. We can't beat the fucking the Death Shadow side because they both operate on axes that we can't control.
Yeah.
If we're killing them too fast, then their shadows are big. If we're not protecting our life total, we're not dealing damage. It's just there's too much there's too much tossing back and forth there.
Yeah, it's like the Swift Spear plan is good in the like early game, and if that doesn't pan out, then you just be like, all right, well, I guess I drop like a 9/9, and then pass to you, and you're like, oh, okay, well, fuck me, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I kill your 9/9. They just lure us and just put it back.
Lure us, play it again.
Yeah, I think that's another card that we're missing. Is like Lurus probably needs to be in this deck.
Maybe.
So
yeah, because we had the one game where Unearth was sick, but maybe like one or two of these would be Lurus.
Yeah, I mean it's not even that Unearth wasn't even still possibly impressive. Like we didn't draw it.
Yeah, we only saw it in like 2 games, I think.
I think if I were to revisit this board, I think it's like you probably just need to max out on like the Fatal Push slot or whatever it is, and then maybe we're just in a space where like it's like all in on Ariok Champion. I don't know.
Maybe Forge Hinder is just not good enough anymore. Maybe it's got to be like red black.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, because like
cool. There is another really strange one that could be worth like even thinking about. Like it's not great, but it's called Order of the Stars. I think about this card a lot.
Think about this card. Defenders. Or this says energy buff, which is a color. Has personality chosen color. 0/1. Defender. So this is like a wall, I guess, that stops one colored threat. Yeah. I mean, maybe.
It having defender sucks, but like I don't know. I just the other last card. This is one I also think is possibly playable. Like, and these are all assuming you're playing Lurus.
Yeah.
But Loyal Sentry.
That's the indestructible one, right? From what guilds? No, Dominaria.
Use like 10th edition and Portal.
Oh, Sentry. Oh, this is an old card. Okay. Ah, it's that creature and Loyal Sentry. It does not have to deal damage. Just get the block in. I mean, maybe.
It's still like attacks. It's a Swords to Plowshare, sort of.
Yeah, it's a 1 mana, kill your dude.
Yeah, if you have Lurus in your deck, pretty good.
And it does stop shit like Trample and Battle Rage, right? So because it'll trigger before damage.
That's
right. Which is pretty fun actually. It's pretty cute.
Yeah. It's low on the curve, But I think if you look at where we're at, like I was saying from before, like our strategy can hang with everything else. Like I'm not concerned about combo. I'm not concerned about control decks.
Yeah, I mean all of our other matches were pretty straightforward. Like
so I mean that's what the metagame looks like right now. You people don't have the luxury of playing. Imagine trying to be like 4-color, 5-color, Niv deck or something, and your opponent's like Thoughtseized, Death Shadow, blah 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 blah. So
yeah, we were fine against blue-red. We were fine against humans. And we were fine against John Dash, which was hilarious.
Yeah,
it was just these 2 matches.
I wasn't about the Lingering Souls though.
Yeah, Souls.
But I think that's cool. I'm gonna keep looking at this deck, see what I can figure out with it. So
yeah,
thanks for letting me join you.
No, yeah, thank you for coming around and sharing your vast wisdom with us plebs.
All right, dude. I'll catch you later.
Cool. Thanks for coming around. We're going to end the stream here. Thanks, everyone, for coming and joining. Thanks again to Catmix for doing this co-stream with us. I'm sure we'll be able to do it again at some point. Who knows?
Yeah,
but till then, have a great night. And, keep following your dreams.